for the new season of Young Sheldon.
Here we go.
Our boy genius is back.
I'm praying for you. She needs it more than I do.
Young Sheldon, CBS, September 24th.
New this fall, God Friended Me. CBS, Sunday, September 30th.
Game time.
It's kickoff Sunday. We apologize for some of the technical difficulties a moment ago, but we're getting set now for the Texans and the Patriots. Bill O'Brien, a 5-year assistant under Coach Belichick, ready to get his Texans up against the Patriots. It's coming up next on CBS.
Everybody want to make a toast? The family and to my son. Rick, I owe all this to you.
That's fragile, family, and I don't want it to come apart. Let's not break this, Rick. America's the future. It's our future.
White Boy Rick, rated R, Friday. CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Texans have deferred. They'll kick to the Patriots. And before we do get the ball up in the air, let's send it down to Tracy.
Well, thanks a lot, Jim. Tom Brady took a lot of heat in the offseason for not attending OTAs. But as he told us yesterday, he felt as though he could best utilize his time elsewhere, and that's spending time with his family, but also working on things he needed to do. He said a 41-year-old requires a lot different things than a 22-year-old does. So he spent the offseason working on his physicality and just becoming more quick and staying mentally sharp. He said that is going to be key today. It'll help him extend his career. He said he is in the best shape of his life coming into this season, Jim.
And he's going to be taking the field right away as the Texans will be kicking away with Kai Fairbairn putting it on the tee. The NFL and its 99th season on 9/9, September the 9th. Let's get it started. Oh, and speaking of 99, JJ also about to make his return after a broken leg a year ago. Kept him to just 5 games. So the touchback to get it started. Right over the head of Cordero Patterson, who figures to be a weapon this year for the Patriots. Picked up in a trade from the Raiders. And there is T. Brady coming off the MVP season for the 3rd time in his legendary career. Last year against the Texans led them to a final minute victory in a wild shootout. Threw 5 touchdowns, no picks. Found Brandon Cooks for the winner with 23 seconds to go. Burkhead's going to be the starting running back, lined up behind Dublin. Running play to get it going, and it's Burkhead bursting ahead for a pick of about 6 before Kareem Jackson brought him down in the secondary. Jackson moving over from corner to safety this year. As you look at the lineups, including Trent Brown now at left tackle, give me an overview of what you expect from the Patriots offense.
I think this is a really difficult game to assess without all the weapons they had last year. I think they're going to use running backs all over the place. Use them outside, use them inside, try and get them in space. That's the matchups you're going to see. See how it goes.
So look, they go shotgun here, and they'll bring back James White to flank the quarterback on 2nd and 4, and they'll run it again with White. And he is decked with contact just a yard beyond the line of scrimmage. And now this Texans defense, not only is Watt back, but you got Whitney Merciless, who was limited last year because of injury. He had that pectoral injury, chest injury, that had him playing only 5 games, and he is a huge factor as well.
Having all 3 of these guys, Clowney, Merciless, and Watt, it's a very difficult front to deal with. Look at Brady moving the running back already. They want to see what you're in, man, these different coverages, and they're going to use them throughout this football game.
3rd and 3, and again they'll run it, and they are able to get to the ball carrier, White. It's Zach Cunningham with the tackle after just a yard. So a 3 and out forced by the Texans. Cunningham, just his 2nd year out of Vanderbilt. He's a guy that's going to be on a lot of tackles all season long, as he was his rookie year. So Tyler Ervin back to receive the punt from Ryan Allen. And the left-footed booter sends it down to Ervin. And at the 20 it bounces. And will finally die at about the 22. So a good start for the Houston defense. And now we'll see the Texans offense coming out with Deshaun Watson. It was really, this game last year was week 3, his 2nd start, where people said, wow, this is awesome to watch at times. Threw for over 300 yards in the game here and very nearly pulled off the upset.
You told him in the production meeting it was your coming out game, and he agreed with you.
One
This is another opportunity for him to come out and show everybody. Expect this team to play fast. Houston's going to expect to get on the ball, make New England communicate with the loud noise here. We're going to find out if New England does a good job or not.
3 receivers, and the ball is on the ground. And just like a year ago, the Chiefs in the opener here turned it over on their first snap against the Patriots, and now the Texans do it to open up 2018. The Patriots defense coming up with a takeaway with the recovery by Dante Hightower.
This is an incredible job right here of just getting penetration in the middle, and Watson is a little bit flustered initially because he doesn't know, should I keep it, should I give it? And he ends up doing a little bit of both, and Miller couldn't tell. He has the option to give it to him or keep it, and right there he was caught in between because of the penetration by the Patriots defense and Van Noy.
Some odd symmetry to what happened last year on the opening game. Fumbled by the Chiefs' Kareem Hunt. Of course, we know what happened after that, though. It was an impressive Chiefs win at Gillette. Here's Brady from the pocket, going to the end zone, and it's over the head of Burkhead. He had to step on his defender, Zach Cunningham. And this Houston defense has had trouble when the linebackers have been in pass coverage with the backs of New England in recent years.
Here you see Burkhead's outside. They're going to run a double move. Come up, Burkhead, run up 5, go a little bit in, nope, back over the top. And he has him, Brady, just early in the game, early season. Just a hair overshoots him. He may not miss that again the rest of the year.
2nd and 10 from the Texans 19. Patterson in motion. Patterson with the football on the end around, and he's twisted down at the 16. Wilson was able to hold down that side of the field and limit it to 3.
Well, you're seeing right now New England do multiple things. They got an empty. They have a running back outside, run a double move. That's different. Teams are using that with wide receivers. That's how they're going to move the ball. They're going to make you think. You don't really know who they're going to go to on any specific play. Houston's going to play man-to-man. That's what Romeo Crennel does. Rush these passers. New England knows that. These teams know each other well.
Romeo again, another Bill Belichick disciple, defensive coordinator for the Texans. 3rd and 7. Can his team make another stop?
Penalty. Or false starts.
This is going to be close because you had Hogan on a possible false start. You also had offsides inside on Houston. They can go either way here.
False start. Offense.
Number 15.
Number 62.
Number 62.
5-yard penalty remains 3rd down.
Hold on, Tony.
Okay.
Tony Parente, the referee. There was all kinds of movement, but they called it on 62, and that'll back up the Patriots to the 21.
That's going to get Belichick upset. He can't stand pre-snap penalties on his team.
3rd and 12. Brady from the gun. Fires in.
And there's Gronk.
Yes, he was. Touchdown, New England.
No, I don't think that was a touchdown.
This is why you never count out Tom Brady. He is double teamed on this.
Hold on, I want to see this. I don't think. I thought he went out just before.
We call that 2-man.
No.
Man underneath. So the player's underneath him right there, Cunningham, and you have a safety over the top, Jackson. And it doesn't matter.
Okay, he did. Just got it in.
It's high, and both players can't.
I didn't see that at all.
Gronkowski, Brady, showing us what makes them so special.
As Gronk kicks the pylon and the pylon cam, and it's just being confirmed upstairs. I think it was a touchdown.
No, it was. He just got his hand over the pylon.
Gronkowski knew where he had to go. He stretched the arms out. And the touchdown is now, we're told, confirmed.
Gronk's first touchdown of
third oldest to ever
2018.
throw a touchdown pass in a season opener. Only behind George Blanda and Warren Moon by age. Gostkowski, extra point is good, and the Patriots take advantage of a bad miscue by the Texans on their very first snap. The fumble recovered by Hightower, and then it's Brady and Gronkowski for the hookup.
Lines can separate us. The line of scrimmage separates this team from that team. Goal lines separate victory from defeat. Yard lines separate how far we've come from how far we have to go. But if we look beyond the lines, all that's left is common ground. We're more than just pizza. We're the huddle that happens when the lines disappear.
Why sacrifice good looks to drive a hybrid? The all-new Honda Insight, with an EPA rating of 51 mpg city. Finally, a good-looking hybrid.
good to see you again, pal.
A toast to your demise.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $69 one way. That's transparency.
Well, here you go, moving one ahead of Rivers and Gates for third all-time. That's regular and postseason. Touchdown passes
I
between
think they're going past Steve Young and Jerry Rice.
A receiver, in this case the tight end Rob Gronkowski, who reports out today that they actually were even discussing possibly trading him over the summer. He said, "If you trade me, I'm not playing. I only want to play for this organization, for this coach, and catch passes from Tom Brady."
I think Tom was pretty happy about that, because I don't know that they score on that drive without it. Guys catching touchdowns against double teams.
So the return, Irvin.
It was a decent return.
Speaking of double teams, you're going to see on this touchdown here, Gronkowski's covered by Cunningham, and he's
covered. He's double covered.
Cunningham is behind him there with the safety Jackson. You got to play two-man. You play underneath and on top. If he stays underneath, you can turn around and get that ball. But because you're trying to kind of play even with them, they're both in the same spot. Gronk and Tom are too good for that.
When we met with Deshaun Watson last night, one of the first things he said to us, Tony, is we have to execute and protect the football. They turned it over on their first snap. Now let's see what they do with the second series and second snap. This time he does give it to Lamar Miller, and there's nothing there. Just a yard. Van Noy, one of those, in on the tackle. This offensive line for the Texans is basically all new except for Nick Martin, and they're going to play fast here today, Tony.
That's what I thought going in. This is what you want to do. Get up on that ball quickly, say one word, eagle, left, right, and then bam, snap this ball. Putting a lot on your young quarterback, but they thought he could handle it. He's a smart player. Did great this offseason with it. I want to see the communication on the wing, and that's what I want to see.
2nd and 9, empty backfield. Watson for time, now he's going to move. Chased by Van Noy and able to connect with the rookie out of Central Florida, Jordan Akins with the catch. 3rd round draft pick. Amazing to think the Texans starting offensive line last year, as you look at the defensive starters here for the Patriots, 4 of the 5 offensive linemen who started week 1 for the Texans last year are out of football this year.
Yeah, that shows you they got hit. Quarterbacks got hit a lot last year. They needed Watson's movement. Right now, though, this is key. 3rd and 6, early in the game, on the road. You're down 7-0. You've already turned it over once. You need something to go.
Come on, go to Hopkins. Touchdown to Hopkins. Let's go.
Shotgun snap. Watson down the middle of the field, and it's
overthrown. It's over. That was overthrown.
Another starter from a year ago, CJ.
What's up, King? How you getting on?
Retiring from football, and Griffin is the new starter for them.
You can't tell right here, but this is a busted coverage. He's wide open. Watch right down here.
That was an overthrown pass. That's what happened there. If he connected properly with that,
when you have wide open, you should keep going.
That would have been the first down, hands down.
He's like, man, no one covered you.
Punting it back to Brady. Not a fucking smart move, lads.
So the first punt for Trevor Daniel, who beat out a likely future Hall of Famer and Shane Leckler to get the punting job for the Texans. And that one goes out of bounds at the 35.
Yeah, 35.
Aaron, the returner, never had a chance to return that. It was Brady and company coming out for the 3rd time.
Guys, if you're not subbed to the channel, get subscribed. We'll be doing this weekly, and we're also live streaming WWE pay-per-views if you're interested in that.
The smart ones look to Fidelity to find them. We give you research and data visualization tools to highlight potential opportunities, so you can do it this way, or get everything you need to help capture investment ideas and make smarter trading decisions with Fidelity for just $4.95 per online U.S. equity trade. Fidelity. Open an account today.
Hey, what do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip-hop, reggaeton.
EDM. What about bubble trance?
Bubble what?
Bubble trance. It's a thing. Oh. My point is, everyone's got different tastes. That's why Verizon lets you mix and match your family.
And I'm back.
So everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. And right now, the whole family can get 6 months of free on Verizon. Oh, so let's play that
Hopkins on my fantasy team. I do want him to score at least one touchdown, that way my fantasy team's worthwhile,
only
so
on
to speak.
Verizon. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy J3B.
Everybody, everybody, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah, let's get it started. Let's get it started. Yeah.
Nice. 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 You realize my car, my dollar, right?
Found $1? That's the price of any size McCafe brewed coffee. Enjoy more favorites on the $1, $2, $3 menu at McDonald's.
The Butlers have lived here for decades.
This is a black neighborhood built to celebrate what makes this neighborhood special, which is me.
But this fall, the Johnsons are moving in.
This is our son, Grover.
Grover? Grover Johnson?
Cedric the Entertainer and Max Greenfield. The Neighborhood premieres October 1st.
Week 1 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. Tune in tomorrow for a Monday Night Football doubleheader on ESPN.
So guys, who do you have picking up the win in this game?
Is sponsored by
Obviously,
McDonald's.
Patriots fan, I'm going to love the Patriots, but
Walmart. Discover more ways to shop at Walmart today. And by Progressive Insurance, handing off big savings to you.
Look at the Patriots Hall of Fame. Jason here to Gillette Stadium. Through all their history, with their Super Bowl trophies, 2 of the 5 of which they won in the Texans' home stadium. As Brady's going to throw on first down to start this series, and he's got James Butler. He was tossed down after
5 yards.
5 by Zach Cunningham. Look at some of these departures, Tony.
Minnesota is on Fleming, which was shit. He was shit anyway.
And they got all these
Lewis
guys
would love to
who
have keep
all
obviously
last
Cooks
year.
and the other thing was shit.
Loses his top 2 rushers, the top 2 wide receivers by catches last year.
Yeah, you lost over 150 receptions, 900 rushing yards, both tackles. I mean, this is asking a lot for anybody, but I mean, I feel like Tom Brady's done this so many times. I mean, he's played so long. He's been through so many different, people on the outside, in front of him. The left tackle's a big key one. We'll watch that as the day develops.
Patterson. Oh!
Just ahead for a first down.
Not bad actually. Does anyone have Patterson on their team?
And that's the key that people don't realize. Patterson came into the league with a ton of skills, right, that you saw coming in, and he's a great special teams player, but hasn't really been utilized that much in other systems. This is where Belichick and McDaniels separate themselves. They're going to use his skill set. They're not going to make him run comebacks and do perfect in his route running. They're going to throw him the ball and let him run with it. You've already seen it twice. Reverse, quick smoke. Good job by the coaches.
And on first down, it is Burkhead. And he collides with a couple of Texans after 2 or 3. It's an interesting thing, though, when you talk about Patterson, is that he just didn't get the opportunity he's going to get here. There's another guy that was kind of lost at Cincinnati, and he showed signs last year before injury of what he could do.
Yeah, you're not kidding. They do a better job bringing pieces in and using third skill set.
2nd and 8. Play action, and Brady now stepping up, looking around, got Devlin. Defender on him right away as Joseph meets him at midfield. He could almost...
Poor job right here by Burkhead. Watch him go over the ball. Tom's going to want to throw it right there. Turn, turn, turn. Don't keep drifting all the way back to the defender. Let him drop it down in front of you.
Marcus Cannon comes over here to pick up JJ.
Watt didn't play much in the preseason. You asked him yesterday. I think your wind early in this game, you're going to feel it, right? Like it's going to feel fast.
9 plays during the preseason. 3rd and 3. He's got time. The pass is off the mark. And a fast closing Kareem Jackson on James White. So an incompletion. And for the 2nd time, the Patriots will punt in this opening quarter.
Trying to get those running backs isolated. You're going to see it all day. We're going to see different backs all over the place on this field. Outside, double move, Burkhead on a run. All of a sudden, White outside, 3rd and 3. That matchup will be the key, whether or not New England keeps moving the ball or Houston stops it.
Trying to draw in Houston on. Cardona snaps it. And Allen down about the 10 where it is fair caught by Tyler Irvin. And the Texans still looking for their first down. Their 3rd series coming up. 7-0 off a Gronkowski touchdown.
With standard Honda sensing, sport mode, and a 55 mpg city EPA rating, a hybrid never looked so good. The all-new Honda Insight. Finally, a good-looking hybrid.
Geico has over 75 years of great savings and service. With such a long history, it's easy to trust Geico. Thank you, Todd. It's not just easy, it's being a master of hypnotism easy. Hey, I got your test. Sleep. Doug, when I snap my fingers, you're gonna clean my gutters.
Ooh, I should clean your gutters.
Great idea.
It's not just easy, it's Geico easy.
Todd, you go make me a frittata.
$2.99 for a car hop classic. What a steal!
Steal. That's a heist. Put this on.
Disguise.
I don't think I can eat in it. It's all part of the plan, my friend.
Get a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or a Slinger Plus Tots for $2.99. Try it today.
Welcome to a house where magic lives.
Please teach me, please. I don't want the creepy little room. Think I want it? Lucky shot.
Not bad.
A house with a clock in its walls. Rated PG.
This fall, Survivor's back, and it's David versus Goliath.
I gotta find my slingshot.
Survivor, David versus Goliath. CBS Wednesday, September 26th.
People say God has a plan for all of us. Well, I never believed that to be true. But then I got a friend request from God. What?
Sundays this fall.
I think you just saved my life.
CBS gives you a reason to come together.
It's kind of like a grand design.
God Trinity. Series premieres September 30th.
Thursday night football kicks off as division rivals collide. Ravens, Bengals. When it's on, it's on. Thursday at 8, only on NFL Network.
Here's a little historical context. We have the largest age disparity in the history of the NFL for two starting quarterbacks on opening day. Watson turns 23 this coming Friday, but an 18-year-plus age gap.
Go to Hopkins. Hopkins runs for a touchdown.
As Watson's going to open up this series from the gun. Play action from the goal line, into all kinds of trouble. And
that's intentional grounding, surely.
They call it incomplete. There it is.
That's intentional grounding. That's intentional grounding.
Jordan Thomas is tight end. If they look at it, I think they'll pick it up.
Van Noy was wanting it. Let's see what Correnti says.
On the play, the ball was thrown at the feet of number 83.
Good pickup.
Fuck you in here.
So Thomas was in the area. That was Malcolm Brown who applied the pressure.
They really could. Five-man rush.
Malcolm Brown, he's going to have a good year this year, I think.
Collapses the pocket, makes the ball come out of your hands early. And right there, they really could have called him down before then, too. Malcolm Brown with the great pressure up the middle.
It was thrown right at the feet of Thomas.
You know, it's pretty good protection. It's just that he's looking to run, and you can't. You got to get rid of it. Five-man rush.
2nd and 10 as Miller breaks the tackle, and he's got a first down. As Junk finally has the angle on him, but he's able to give the Texans some breathing room. Their first down, all the way past the 40.
He's going to give them a lot of breathing room. With a second-year quarterback, what they need to start doing, Texans, is running the ball more. Run, pass, run, pass. 2 runs per every one pass. That's what they need to do. Especially in week 1. Down the stretch, yeah, you can open up a bit more.
Watson standing, now taking off. He said he wouldn't be afraid to run with it off the knee injury, and he is belted in the shoulder pad after a pickup of 13. That's Chung who hit him, and the Texans advance the ball to the New England side of the field. By the way, as you see this escape by Watson, he is without Will Fuller today. He's inactive because of a hamstring. That was a questionable. Will he be up or down?
He should have dived. He should have dived. He should have slid.
That's the big play threat. As a safety, you feel more comfortable getting down lower. Hopkins gets a lot of catches, but Fuller gets the long touchdowns a lot of the time.
Again, fake into the line, and Watson.
Come on, throw it.
Hightower coming after him. He's able to unload it.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Hopkins, man, come on, you're on my team. I need points.
Jerron Harmon
really well well done. A lot of misdirection going to go on in this backfield. You'll see guys here, guys here. Don't get caught. New England looking in the backfield. Stay calm. Take your guy. And if you look, everyone's covered. They passed it off really well. Gilmore passes to the safety.
To be fair, it was good coverage by the Patriots secondary. They didn't need to rush the passer there. Just contain him. That's all they had to do. Or rush the quarterback. All they had to do was contain him.
Changing the play right now. See if he can get communicated to everybody.
Sammy Coates on the field. Top of the screen, wide out. And it's Miller. Dance it around and throw down.
Alright, that's fine. You got what, 2-3 yards?
3 or 4, third down coming up. So they're without Fuller. They're also without a rookie out of Texas Tech. They're really high on Kiki Kuti, who's going to be a slot receiver once he's healthy. And he's also out with a hamstring. There's Fuller on the right.
Another empty formation. Quarterback, no one in the middle of the field right now. Bentley coming back inside. Now you know it's man-to-man. He went outside wide when the back was wide. Came back in.
And guess who's getting banned?
Rushing 4. Watson. Pass. Incomplete. Going for Ellington. And the Texans able to change field position, but they'll have to punt.
You see the opening is in the middle of the field. And throw, just a hair late. And that ball's down inside, and he still should make this catch. It's not a bad throw. It's just a tick late for him to be able to get the first down.
John Weeks to snap it to Trevor Daniel. His first punt traveling 36 yards. Ryland McCarron brought up for the practice squad is the returner. Fair catch signal made. Back at the 5. 5:39 to go, first quarter. And the Patriots have a touchdown on the board.
Lemonade! I'll take a cup. I got this, kids. 1 cup of lemonade. Thanks. Time to pack up. Let's go, kids. Thank you.
NFL Sunday Ticket. Get every live game every Sunday at no extra charge when you switch to DirecTV. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Peekaboo, where's my favorite 1-2? That's math for 12. Hey, who's this guy?
I'm Aaron's agent.
Oh, you're not his agent. Gabriel is his agent. Aaron.
He's my State Farm agent. We just combined his home and auto insurance.
Yeah, well, that's not possible because Aaron doesn't do combines without me.
I do, and they save me money.
Well, I was not expecting to get an arch rival today, but here we are.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
It's tough to top an original, so we added to the sides instead. It's the Cheesy Gordita Crunch you know and love, now completely new. The $5 double cheesy Gordita Crunch box, only at Taco Bell.
It's the tasty berry flavor, so yell, Hail Berry when you toss it.
And then we can have a Rita, right, Ritas? That's how we do it now.
Hurry, Lefty, she's almost out of range.
Hail Berry!
Well, anyway.
This is not another 18-blade razor. Because this is one blade from Philips Norelco. A blade for beards and stubble. Shape and shave any length. And be your best you with one blade from Philips Norelco. Innovation in you. Philips Norelco.
Identity thieves know if your social security number is on the dark web. Do you? Find out with Experian. Go to Experian.com/protect for a dark web scan. It's completely free, so visit Experian.com/protect today.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM. And by AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing.
200 children in need were recently welcomed by Patriots owner Robert Kraft and a host of other Patriot personnel and received a brand new Patriots-themed bed along with an abundance of gifts. As the Patriots, for the 4th time, the offense on the field. 2 punts and a short touchdown drive off a turnover so far. And Burkhead keeping his balance out to about the 11, almost the 12. Picked up about 5 mentioned earlier the situation at left tackle. Trent Brown manning the spot that belonged for so long to Nate Solder and Matt Light before him.
And you see Watt right there cut across. That's the one thing. Trent Brown is big. He's athletic. They love his potential and future. But every once in a while, he'll get a little bit off balance, and you'll see a guy just get by him on stuff that Brady's not used to. That'll happen a couple times this year.
He was a right tackle primarily for the 49ers. And then Burkhead tripped up about a yard short of the first. Yeah, he was right tackle for the 49ers, and the Patriots made a trade for him, but the Patriots also drafted Isaiah Wynn in the first round at tackle out of Georgia. They lost him to IR with an Achilles injury in camp, so there was a lot of concern for a long time. This guy, though, knows how to build an offensive line perhaps better than anyone.
It's amazing, these coaches, how good they are around here. People just keep getting better. It's one of the unique special traits of the Patriots is get them into our system, our coaches will coach them up and improve as the years go on.
And a sneak on third down, the flag is out. If we take a look there at Dante Scarnecchia. It looks like Brady on second effort maybe got enough to get the first, but we'll check the flag first.
They might not have gotten set. This might be on the Patriots.
Illegal shift, offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty.
Patterson.
Repeat, third down.
Covington is on the ground and being tended to. As you saw, the penalty, Patterson was not set. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Progressive Insurance.
When we were dating, we used to get excited about things like concert tickets or a new snowboard.
Answer that thing is fuck no, because I'm not getting copyright
Matt
strikes.
started turning into his dad.
That's a good mulch. I'm aware. But it was pretty nifty when Jen showed me how easy it was to protect our home and auto with Progressive. Get those butterscotch out of here.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents.
Took quite a bit of work because this was a lot. This is all staple.
But we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Asshole.
Christian Covington now.
You're a faggot.
Feet and heading to the Houston bench. The Patriots will be facing 3rd and 6. Back at the 10-yard line. Again, this series starting back at the 6. Were you a little surprised that McCarron, the returner, there caught that deep inside the 10?
Yeah, he didn't know where he was. That was. So watch this, 84. He's got to get set before he motions. He never gets set. Patterson motions out. That's a penalty. You got to get set something.
Hank Brady throwing from the 2, and it is intercepted. It's Tyrann Mathieu who comes up with the catch.
What the fuck?
And we have not mentioned it to this point, but what a difference maker he could be as well for this Houston defense.
This is very fortunate. Angelo Blackson gets the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, and the ball goes right behind White, who's open. And Mathieu with a big time. Look at right there, just off the edge of his hands. And that's big. New England doesn't give you the ball in their territory very often in a whole season. How good, by the way, like we were just talking about, Mathieu is a team captain, and he just got here in the last 5 months. I mean, that doesn't happen in the NFL.
Was excited about playing against Tom Brady for the first time in his career, and he picks him off in the first quarter.
Wow.
New England committed only 12 giveaways all last season, and now they've committed 1 in the first. Houston set up at the 17. Watson gets hit out of the way in time, incomplete. And Watson on the ground, so too is one of his linemen, Henderson.
Oh, they don't need any more people getting hurt. Last year, they went through enough of this. The last thing you want to see if you're a Texans fan is some of these guys up front going down, and Henderson has done a pretty good job since he's been here.
He's trying to hold off Flowers.
Oh, right.
And his quarterback rolls up on him. Sean Trell, free agent with the Bills last year. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from AARP.
November 17th is National Take a Hike Day. Not like, get out of here, take a hike, but like a real hike with deer and stuff. At AARP, we're all about hikes, bikes, swims, and whatever this is. Because we're here to help you become your healthiest self. It's why we offer health tips for your body and your brain. Yeah, your brain. Today is your day to make fitness happen. And AARP is here to help. Take on today and every day with AARP.
As Tyrann Mathieu talks to his teammates, getting that takeaway. They did not have a takeaway in the last 15 quarters at the end of last season, the Texans defense. And there's a look at Seantrell Henderson, who's still down. 6'7", 330. And again, played for the Bills last year. The Bills, the playoff team. We saw him go down to Jacksonville in the wild card game. Trying to hold off Trey Flowers, who had led the Patriots in sacks the last 2 years. It's been a really uneven offensive display so far by the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure being provided. This is one thing that I don't think people are really aware of yet, but this New England defense, I think, is much, much improved from last year. What you saw in the Super Bowl, and I mean, they did some of that with smoke and mirrors to get themselves into position to have a chance. It was really impressive. This year they have depth. They have people. You just saw Davis, 58, come off the edge there. No one knows who that is. But all of a sudden, I think you're going to see him make a name for himself. Trey Flowers came on last year. He's called Billy the Goat. He's the greatest in that room of all the defensive ends, and he had a great season last year. It's under the radar. They added Claiborne. Hightower's back healthy. I mean, the depth on this team, Danny Shelton, it's much, much better. And for Belichick to have depth, that gives them a much improved chance to be a team that can play good football all year.
That last play was frightening for the Texan fans because you saw Henderson in agony, and for a moment you saw Watson. You know, he took a hit too. He was tangled up in there, but he was able to take that hit and get back up on his feet. The Pace now 2nd and 10 as they brought in rookie Martinez Rankin to replace Henderson right tackle.
They've kept Watson in the pocket so far. Done a great job not letting him get out except for one play, and everyone was covered. Keep doing it in New England, and you'll slow this Houston offense down.
Watson's misfired on his last 5 throws. He's got 2nd and 10. Going to hand it off. Nowhere to go because Lawrence Guy was waiting for Miller along with Flowers.
Just a great job by Guy coming down the line, making a play. And I'll tell you, if you're going to slow this running game down, it really hurts Houston's offense in that play action game that they're so good at. That's really where they get you on these big plays. Now 3rd and 10. Defense now gets risen up. Everyone gets excited. Here comes the new exotic blitz, which they're not going to do. They're just going to rush 4 and play man-to-man. Safety will subtly get in here to help on the quarterback.
Gilmore on Hopkins at the top. Watson in trouble! And he's still not down. Now he is back at the 25. A lot of traffic in the pocket. And Flowers able to get to him for a loss of 7.
So watch this. The safety comes in to double team right here. You see in and out. They call that bracket. You got in, you got the other side in. And Watson looking to run. And Trey Flowers keeps contained. Pushes that upfield shoulder. Comes underneath the tackle. Nowhere to run for Watson. This is going to be a tough game for him if he's going to look to run consistently.
Flowers got him down low. Wise finished him off. And now Kai Fairbairn will attempt the field goal from 42 yards. Out of the Daniel hold. Watch that. The rookie gets it down. The kick by Fairbairn is dead center. So the Texans get 3 off the takeaway.
I'm impressed by this New England defense. This is different than last year. We talked about it going into the week. Belichick loved his depth. They're rushing the passer way different than any game we saw last year when we were doing it. And he knows it. He's excited about this defensive team. If you're a Patriot fan, get excited about this defense. They're going to be decent.
Well, Mondays this fall, his name is Legend, but his adventures are just beginning. Don't miss the new Magnum PI. It premieres Monday, September 24th on CBS. Well, it's still the first quarter. Each team has had 4 possessions already. This is what New England has done.
But if New England doesn't get that fumble, they've done nothing.
Right, the touchdown came on a 3rd and 12 play.
Yeah. I mean, at this point right now, Houston's defense is playing great. You cannot give Tom Brady a short field. You can't, it's just too hard to beat this team already. And when you do that, they kill you. And that's just what happened there. This should be, right now, a 3-0 game.
Carrying one of those back deep, along with Patterson, who has 5 career kick returns for touchdowns, and that's another touchback. We've got an update. JP and Boomer at the controls in New York.
Hey, Jim. Joe Flacco had a good camp. Yeah, he and the Ravens off to a good start. 10 of 15, 115 yards. This touchdown pass, 7 yards to John Brown. They lead over the Bills, 14-0. Jim, Tony, and Tracy.
Of course, the Bills, thank you guys, starting out with a different look on offense this year and had that whole quarterback, if you will, competition going on through the preseason. They jettisoned A.J. McCarron.
Yep. We'll see how that plays out, although I think Baltimore is much improved. They're going to be a team that's going to be in it to the end this year.
Here's Jeremy Hill. And there's a running back on the slant for Seth. Has the inside edge on Joseph and has a first down.
Good job by Dorsett. He's weak side. No one's inside leverage. Brady knows it. Fires a slant. No linebackers inside to help. Situational football. They know it's 1st and 10. They know what you're going to be doing.
Isn't it interesting, all the receivers who came through here, name guys like Kenny Britt, who was here for the end of last season, Jordan Matthews, you had Eric Decker, who retired, and Philip Dorsett, who caught only 12 balls last year. He's back. They say he is really improved.
Yeah, he's taking Cook's spot. They need him to play well.
Open. It's Hill. With a cut up to the 41. Gain of 6. They will be getting Julian Edelman back week 5.
Another ISO to the running back. Houston subtly adjusting, playing a little bit of zone, so you can't just get them up on the backers and go one-on-one. Brady's seen it all before. The one thing that we talked about early in this game was situational football, right, Jim? The key to the game is beating that situation. Both teams got a turnover. One team on 3rd down scores a touchdown, the other one kicks a field goal. That's how they beat you over and over again.
2nd and 4 as Brady unloads. It's out of reach for Gronkowski, but a flag is on the ground at the 47. Joseph was the closest cover guy.
And you see these unique formations.
I can't recall fucking what's...
2 backs in the backfield, Gronk on the side by himself. Gronk loves
Pass
to
interference. Defense, number 24. The ball's placed
knew it was past something.
Automatic first down.
See, I just think that Joseph just doesn't realize he has help inside there. Just stay outside shoulder. You have a free safety in the middle of the field. Sometimes it's as simple as leverage. When you have a guy who's really big like that, you can't defend both ways.
So you what? Just need to start Brady once and then find him as well.
Take one side, force him to the help.
2 tight ends. Dwayne Allen joining Gronkowski on a new set of downs. Houston 45. Taking the line. Brady looks left. Does it. Hogan.
That's all they need. See small yards.
Good design play action, throw it outside, and you see right there. It's not good for the Texans.
That's not a good sign.
Final minute of the long first quarter. Brady with 7 completions in this opening quarter to 6 different receivers, and they're starting to get a little rhythm for the first time.
Yep, first real drive of the game. Oh boy.
Man to man.
As Clowney was
they were blitzing. That's not a bad idea to do to Brady. Just keep blitzing, fucking even rushing Clowney, JJ Watt from each side.
New England tried to run a screen, and you'll see they let Clowney go, and White's going to try and go across the field. Snuffed out there. Good job by Blackson. The Texans as Clowney gets upfield. Brady goes around his armpit. I don't know.
2nd and 10. Ball at the Texans.
They're running the ball
back into the game.
to the right.
Hey, go Gary! Go Gary!
Likes Lord Barry.
No, it's the left. No, it's right the first one.
Slicing down to the 30. Good be the final play of the quarter unless Tom decides to speed it up a little bit.
Well, kind of what we expected in that first quarter so far. You know, pretty good defense out of Houston we thought we'd see. New England's defense much improved based on that. We'll see how this keeps going. We got a good one.
7-3 Patriots after one. Both teams scoring off takeaways. And the NFL on CBS continues from Gillette in a moment.
I'm saying we win. And I'm Sean Morway. As multi-sport megastars, we win a lot on the field. And we want to help you win off the field. Which is why we're teaming up with FanDuel. FanDuel's new Guru tool guides you through the lineup building process so you can be confident in your picks. Ma'am?
There's more ways to win on FanDuel. Get a $20 bonus with your first deposit.
We will be adding a soy option to the cafeteria menu starting in the new year. The east parking lot will be repaved next week, so plan on using the south parking lot instead. You could also use the... Sir?
Escape to football at Buffalo Wild Wings and try our new game day menu featuring $5 cheeseburgers and fries, brats, cocktails, and pitchers.
I've been making blades here at Gillette for 20 years. I'll bet I'm the first blade maker you've ever met. There's a lot of innovation that goes into making our thinnest, longest-lasting blades on the market. Precision machinery and high-quality materials from around the world. Nobody else even comes close. It's about delivering a more comfortable shave every time. Invented in Boston, made and sold around the world. Order now at GilletteOnDemand.com. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Experience Control GX for Men, the first shampoo with a brain. So smart, it reduces gray gradually. The more you shampoo, the less gray you have. How smart is that? Gradually reduce gray with Control GX shampoo from Just for Men.
No job, no family, just walk away. It's my #1 fantasy.
#1 fantasy pick, Don.
David Johnson?
David Johnson, good.
Great.
Snickers satisfies.
Murphy Brown returns to CBS.
Fake news.
No. Wait, is it?
You see how easy that is?
Murphy Brown's back. CBS September 27th.
Back for the start of the second quarter. Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wolfson. Third down. 3rd and 6 for New England from the Houston 30. Brady looks for options near the first down yardage. Might be a foot short. That's Burkhead with the catch.
Is there a foot short? Shorty goes
Joseph
first.
touched it down.
This is where Brady likes to get up on that ball.
Yeah, in a hurry.
He doesn't like it when they measure. It's like, let us just get up on that ball. Burkhead's outside, but he's got a corner on him. And this actually was a great adjustment by Houston. If you see, Jonathan Joseph is on a running back. So when that's the case, New England really thought they were getting man coverage where he'd have a safety or running back. So give Houston credit for having a good matchup on a play that New England designed specifically to get the first. And did New England still get that first?
I don't think so.
No.
I thought it was a little generous on the spot by about a foot. If they had given it first down signal, I think Houston might have even looked at challenging, but it's 4th and inches, and they're bringing in bigger bodies.
They're going for it.
Yep.
This guy goes for it on 4th and 6 from zone 20. We've seen, I think. He's going 4th and inches.
So they bring in Dwayne Allen, James Devlin.
Ooh, Patterson's in 84. So when you see him in the game, it tells you high percentage run.
And the running back, Patterson splits. So they'll actually wing left.
There's going to be a quarterback sneak. It's Brady. It's always quarterback sneak with him.
Why has
But
he been so effective
90% of the times,
on the quarterback
it's a fucking sneak.
His ability to get that back foot and drives low, but it's also toughness. He's willing to do that. He took a hit right here. Watch this. As he goes in, that foot goes boom right there.
Out.
That, those guys are big. That doesn't feel good. And he does that so many times, and that just shows you how competitive he is, how much he wants to win.
So the 8th play of this drive coming up from the Houston 23. Burkhead.
No, lower.
Give him a yard. Let's get an injury update. Trace, down to you.
Well, 2 injuries for the Texans. Right tackle Chantel Henderson was ported directly to the X-ray room. It is a left ankle injury. He is out for the game. As for defensive end Christian Covington, he's in the locker room right now as well. He is questionable, though, with a left thigh injury, Jim.
Okay, so Henderson gone for the game. 2nd down and 9. Thanks, Trace. Here's the gift to Patterson. Trying to turn it on, and there he goes. For another first down near the 12.
That's 3 touches in a quarter and a minute and a half. And they're getting the ball in his hands. They just know if he touches the ball, he's a dynamic player that can really help your football.
Patterson can be dangerous.
If you make him go out and run routes and try and act like Edelman or Brandon Cooks, he doesn't really help your team.
I think there might be some fan bases in Minnesota and Oakland that by the end of the year will be saying, why didn't our coaching staff find a way to use this guy as something more than just a kick returner? First and 10 from the 12. Brady. Wide open is White. White makes a cut. He's in for the touchdown.
They had nobody at that side of the field. Obviously, it's going to be fucking going to whoever's there, which is James White for a fucking touchdown.
Right there. Wow, that was a big-time throw by Brady getting through the progressions. Watch this right here, though. Here's the safety.
There's fucking nobody in a gap. If they were a bit closer, they have a chance of stopping them at least at the 1 yard line.
He didn't know for sure. So you see right
look,
there,
there's a hole.
Johnson doesn't know his responsibilities to back. And you can tell right there, he's like, oh, it's communication. That's why when coaches say communicate, that's what they're talking about.
Wiskowski out for the extra point. And it's 14-3. The Patriots have scored in the 2nd quarter in now 68 consecutive Brady starts.
What is that?
Behold, the smartphone!
What are you doing?
Establishing dominance.
We don't dominate. We welcome him with open arms. Oh, did I just do that?
On September 28th, Yeti or not, here they come.
In your face! Ow, my face!
Channing Tatum, James Corden, Zendaya, Common, LeBron James, Danny DeVito, Gina Rodriguez, and Yara Shahidi.
Wow.
Which is impressive, let's be honest. Smallfoot, September 28th, rated PG.
Where he grew up, not many kids with names like Munoz played American football. But in a world full of obstacles, football was Anthony's chance to clear his own path. He pushed his way into the record books and became a legend. Anthony Munoz cleared a path for others with names like his, names like Tony Gonzalez and Roberto Garza. Since 1925, we've proved that it doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. Modelo, brewed with a fighting spirit.
If you've ever needed more capacity, more features, and more for your hard-earned dollar, the time has never been more right. Get guaranteed lowest prices on top brands. Save over $1,800 on this LG kitchen suite. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
We're more than just $7.99 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
The slot here is your ex, but if that's the call, Mike, Will, and Sam all have to know they're shifting.
Playing in the NFL is hard, but playing NFL.com fantasy football is easy. Now you can optimize your starting lineup with just one click. No one makes it easier to fantasy football.
If you're gonna do something, do it now! Right now, I'm open to suggestions.
Bring the call back in one piece.
It's not a plan.
They make a heck of a team.
This is gonna be fun.
Well, you see, these are the two that were communicating. And Matthew right there's like, come on, I told you. Johnson knows. He's like, he didn't trust it. Matthew tells his coach, I told him. Johnson's like, come on. That happens all the time on the sideline right there.
It just allowed, as you see the McCourty twins on kick coverage side by side. It's the first game that a set of twin brothers have played in for the same team for the first time in the league in over 90 years. As the kick return is by Irvin, and it's a good one out to about the 36. Jason McCourty coming over, joining Devin.
Really, what's going to have to happen is the ball's going to have to be thrown by Houston more now.
Pressure, it's been there
For
on
one, and every one rush for every 2 passes. That's what's going to have to happen this day.
Don't give him any lanes to run.
Just
so far, hasn't been able to find the open guy.
Open the fucking thing up.
Look to run. Look at him there. And there's nowhere to go. All week, New England was prepared for that. They got beat by it last year. They weren't going to get beat by it this year, they said. But also, they have better personnel.
And again, no catches so far for Hopkins. Just one reception on the Houston side as a handoff to Miller
2,
for about
3.
The one connection was to Akins for 3 yards. And there is Brian Flores, who is the play caller for defense, for the defense at New England. They did not give him the defensive coordinator title as Matt Patricia left to go to Detroit as the head coach. But they're really high on Flores, who's come through the system. Coached a little bit everywhere at this through this franchise in recent years.
He's probably going to be made defensive coordinator.
Linebackers, 2nd and 7. Watson as a target, and again,
okay, that was a good one.
It's the rookie tight end. This time it's Jordan Thomas for 27 yards.
That was a decent pass.
And you see the athleticism out of Thomas right there. Chung's a good player, and he just gets around him, and then really good touch on that ball, and good execution by Houston there. Now they want to play fast. They haven't been able to play fast because they haven't had any plays that get first downs. You're always behind the chains. And here they go. Get up on the ball. Hand it off quickly to the left. Just run them outside here and go. Move on to the next play.
They fake the run that side as Watson in the pocket goes down the field and is
oh, come on. I get they're double covering with the guy, but come on.
Around him, including Gilmore. The pass was there, though, this time.
Yes, and you got to make that really good job.
Oh, hold on now. To be fair, he had a caught. Fucking, what was it? Fleming came up and got it else. Or no, it was Gilmore, sorry, Gilmore.
Good play, though. Good play action. That's the same play New England runs. They know the system. They use that against him there to get a guy open.
2nd and 10, quickly over to Hopkins. They give him a handle. Hopkins breaks one tackle and a second. Near the first down yardage.
Just gave him a touch on the ball and run.
Hands. You see right there, he's explosive. We talked about Patterson. Same thing out of this guy. He's a special player with the ball in his hands. Good design by the offense.
They give him 9. A little less than a yard to go, 3rd down.
This is where it's really hard against Houston. I mean, you got this quarterback, you got this team. This is a Bill O'Brien type play. They just want to hand this off to the right and just move right on. Pound it up the gut.
There's the give, and it's a first down.
And more. First down and more.
15. You saw Bill O'Brien on the sideline. They don't have an offensive coordinator. O'Brien, one of the last of the holdouts, he head coach and calls the plays.
He does, and this is a staple in his offense right here. He's been doing this for years. He gets up, you almost have 2 offenses. You have a Deshaun Watson college type stuff, which really showed O'Brien's ability to adapt when you got a quarterback like that, and you get O'Brien's offense.
On first down, Miller is met at the line for no gain by Lawrence Guy and company. Miller's 6 carries for 39 yards, but 31 of them coming on that 1 carry. And now they're going to hurry up again.
Well, this is a big drive, and these are the times it's like, you know, we talked about situational. Now they're going to come back. They got to run this ball to the left. Just a quick handoff. Oh, gosh, they're killing him.
Watson, nowhere to go.
They should have run that ball. Like Tony Romo called it. Run to the left. That's what they need to do in the end.
If you're going to play that way, New England is
if he passed that off, they would have gotten at least 4 to 5 yards.
Watch these Packers. Not even a hint of playing the run. Help your young quarterback. Get up and run that ball. I mean, they have it in their plan. It's almost like they're trying to do a hair too much right there.
It's a pass. It's plain and simple. They can't. They run it. They're setting for a field goal. I personally think they need to pass it, get a first fucking down or close enough to it.
Looks right side, and it's too low for Griffin. Would have been well short of the first anyway. And again, he hit the deck.
The Patriots front seven are playing too well though as well.
Second field goal attempt.
You see right here, Chung does a good job. Griffin actually is open, but the ball's just, it's too late with Watson trying to move from the pocket. If he hits him earlier, you have a guy running across the field. I think right now he's just a little rusty, Jim. It just feels like...
Just a little bit, yep.
He's just looking like to try and run a little, like he's predetermining it, like he wants to make a play instead of just going through the progressions and taking the guy that you see in front of you.
36 yards for Fairbairn. Already good from 42 in the other direction. This time, it's good again.
Yeah, you got it.
It's a 44-yard drive for the Texans. Again, it's a field goal, though, on the board.
Ever notice that the farther away you go, the closer together you feel? Memories built to last in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe.
I wish you weren't so worried about moving.
I'm hoping these nature sounds will help me relax a bit.
At least we don't have to worry about homeowners insurance. Just call Geico.
Geico helps with homeowners insurance? Good to know.
Feeling better?
I love you, Pookie Bear.
I love you, Pookie Bear. I love you, Pookie Bear. I love you, Pookie Bear.
Get to know Geico and see how easy homeowners and renters insurance can be.
Introducing E-Trade Personalized Investments. Professionally managed portfolios customized to help meet your financial goals. You'll know what you're invested in and how it's performing, so you can spend more time floating about on your inflatable swan.
Hey, what do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip-hop, reggaeton.
EDM.
EDM.
What about bubble trance?
Bubble what?
Bubble trance. It's a thing. My point is, everyone's got different tastes. That's why Verizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans, so everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. And right now, the whole family can get 6 months of free Apple Music on Verizon. Oh. So let's play that reggaeton. Old school reggaeton, not the new stuff.
Get 45 million songs with 6 months free Apple Music on us, only on Verizon. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy J3B.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Verizon. Now go mix and match family unlimited plans.
Famed Fenway, about 45 minutes from Foxborough, where the Houston Astros and the Red Sox will be concluding their 3-game series later tonight. The Astros have taken the first 2. It's been Houston in that matchup. Here the Texans trail the Patriots 14-6. It's going to be run back time for Patterson. And he shakes off one hit, falls out of about the 8.
I thought he could be gone after that hit. I thought he actually was going to take off.
Here's Kyle McNair, the chairman and COO of the Houston Texans. His father Bob has been a little under the weather. I understand he's going to be at the Texans home opener in 2 weeks' time against the Giants, and we certainly wish Mr. McNair, Bob McNair, and Janice McNair the very best. Robert and Jonathan Kraft, as the Kraft family begins their 25th year of ownership of this franchise. Looking to throw, looking to go down the field.
Pass interference.
That was McCarron to target Aaron Colvin with airtight coverage. Riley McCarron, first-year player out of Iowa. Again, they just brought him up this week off the practice squad where he resided all last year.
Great coverage. It's a wheel route. Never got fooled. Stick with your man. Do your job. There's nothing there. They're booing it here. He just was covered the whole time. And Karen couldn't break free. Good job by Colvin.
Yeah, Colvin, a key offseason pickup free agent by way of Jacksonville. Last year, he did not allow a single touchdown. 672 snaps as White gets the quick toss.
Okay.
And he's brought down right away by Johnson and Cunningham. So 3rd and 5 on the way for the Patriots.
So here you go. Watch Brady. He just signals outside real quick. This is where he's a little different. Right there, Cunningham's so far inside, he's like, I'm going to get a quick 5. I signal out to my running back and receiver that I'm throwing a bubble. Now, receivers, they know all those signals. To have your running backs ready right before the snap for a signal, that's next level stuff. Good job by the Patriots.
That's rare, huh?
Yeah. That was really impressive.
3rd and 5. There's Watt going low, but Brady gets it away. Gronkowski pulls ahead for the first down.
Gronk, come on, man. He's on your team.
Bulldozing
some people out of the way there.
JJ, watch JJ go low to try to somehow get to the quarterback.
You feel that as a quarterback. It does make Brady throw, but this is where Tom separates himself. See that ball in front of him? It keeps Gronk moving his body weight, so as he catches, he can turn upfield. When you get in 3rd and 4, 5, or 6, that's huge that the quarterback puts it in front of you so you can get the first. That's why guys figure out, like, oh, I get it by half a yard, or you lose it by half a yard. The quarterback's position of the ball.
Gronkowski, both of his catches coming on 3rd down. The first one went for the touchdown. Now on 1st down, Brady across the middle, broken up by Joseph. Intended for Hogan.
And this is nothing more than a play that actually mattered about the personnel. Good play action. Ball comes up, middle of the field's wide open, and Hogan has leverage. Everything's there. Brady with the ball, a hair behind. But that's where the separation you're used to having just a little bit more with a guy like Amendola, Edelman.
Play action pass, a little wide of the mark. Had to unload it in a hurry. And it was intended for James White out of the backfield. Brady 11 out of 18 for 92 yards, 2 touchdowns, which gives him now 490 in his regular season career, and the 1 interception by Matthew.
So the one area right now you're seeing is both teams have tried to play fast, and it's actually gone against them. New England steps up, snaps the ball quick, incomplete. As soon as Houston did it before, they're trying these play actions, normal formation, just hand the ball off and move on.
Is that lack of reps in the preseason? A little out of sync, maybe?
I think it's a little bit of that. It's just not seeing, all your guys aren't out there for every play a lot.
3rd and 10 down the middle, and Hogan almost made a catch with a Texan on the front and back side of him.
This is an aggressive throw by Brady. I mean, he's going at Cunningham because he never turns and looks. But watch right here. As you see inside, Brown doing a great job on Clowney, and then another chip, which means Watt has to go inside.
And Allen has to boot it down the field again to Irvin. And into heavy traffic up the middle, down to the 34.
If you look, this game is being played exactly how we thought. Patriots 14-6.
That's why I wear Everlight underwear from Fruit of the Loom.
Why would I need Everlight underwear?
Because you don't notice you're wearing it.
But you're not going to notice it. No, he's right. It's made from unbelievably light material.
You believe this hype about underwear you don't notice?
You've never heard of Everlight? What, do you live in a cave?
I think they're on to us. You hearing this?
What? No, I'm not. These are just earmuffs. So
cold. Everlight from Fruit of the Loom. So light you won't even notice it.
So the whole world is talking about AI. Big, bold promises like,
it'll find life on Mars.
But here's the thing. You don't live on Mars. You build wind turbines, supply car parts to thousands of cities, answer millions of customer calls a year, like this one.
No, I didn't order this. It's terrifying.
And that's why you work with Watson.
Hello.
It knows your industry, protects your insights, and works with tools you already use. That's why it's the best AI for the job.
Who's this guy?
I'm Aaron's agent.
You're not his agent, Gabe. Gabriel is his agent.
He's my State Farm agent. We just combined his home and auto insurance.
Well, I was not expecting to get an arch rival today, but here we are.
The double stuffed Oreo waffle cone, made from Oreo wafers, layered with sweet Oreo cream, real ice cream, and Oreo cookie pieces. Talk about Oreo overload. Try one before they're gone.
He brought law and order to America. Now, Dick Wolf is bringing the FBI to CBS.
27 casualties. Now I'm going to find who did this. It's definitely him. Go.
FBI series premiere CBS Tuesday, September 25th.
We're back in Foxborough with the Patriots leading at 14-6. Watson and the Texans start this drive from their own 34. Watson hands it off up the middle, and
that's not bad.
For a gain of about 7 is Miller. How about this matchup, Tony?
Well, we knew going into the game Gilmore was going to probably be the guy on him. What I'm seeing right now is I want to see Watson's development mentally. So far, he's been one-on-one, but in key situations like this one, on third down, he's getting double-teamed. That's happened almost every key situation. If I want to get the ball to Hopkins, I'm thinking first and second down. On third down, I'm using him as a decoy. See if Watson starts to think that way.
Across the middle, he's got his target. And that's the second catch of the game for Hopkins.
It's on second down. That's when you use him. Use him on first and second, get your best player the ball. You know the scheme of the other team at this point. This is what good quarterbacks do. They start to understand, and then they use your scheme against you.
Sammy Coates, a wide out to the near side. Came into the league as a high draft pick for the Steelers. Never materialized. Spent last year in Cleveland. Here's the handoff. On first down, a good start on that series of downs, like they did the previous start on the first down. 7-yard carry by Miller. Lamar Miller's running the ball well. 8 carries, 53 yards.
So watch what they're setting up. Watch the eyes on Watson. He's going to hand this ball off, and then he's going to look over the middle and see him right there. He's looking to see if he can come back to the play action. That's going to come back up here in a little bit. They're basing all that run game on the next RPO, pass action.
Well, here's 2nd and 3, and going for the deep ball. Back in the end zone, and
intercepted.
New England with the football.
Gilmore
and
intercepted.
The interception by Gilmore, who picked off Watson last year in the matchup.
Gilmore last year was a shit corner. I really did not like him.
The result of the play is a touchback. New England's ball, first down.
There was a penalty against Davenport, the left tackle.
Rowe actually helped out with that one.
You've got to go back.
Rowe got it. It actually was Rowe that got it and passed it over to Gilmore, which...
You got to see his feet. Look at Gilmore's feet. Right foot, left foot. Yep. That looks in from that angle. One time, he has it there.
They're fighting for it, teammates.
Right foot, left foot. Yep. That's a catch. That's an interception.
Rowe and...
Now watch right here. Gilmore's on this side. The receiver's on this side. He's going to come all the way across the field. He's going to pass off the receiver to the safety who comes out of the middle and then run over. That is great job. That's great coaching. That's great ability to say, you take the deep over, you replace the safety. He replaced the safety, Jim, and took that middle third. That's just well done. To really do it at full speed and to make an interception on it, wow.
Here's a handoff to Hill, tripped up. And a pickup of 2. And by the way, I never thought we would actually last until 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter before we got into is it a catch or not a catch.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it just doesn't go away.
I tell you what, to me, everything's a catch. I mean, I'm a quarterback.
2nd and 8. Patriots again quickly. Operating. Gronkowski now has a catch on something other than third down. Pick up a 4. 3rd and about 4 coming up. So we move inside, 5 minutes to go.
This is big now. You do not want New England, who consistently scores at the end of the half. I mean, you're down 14-6. You're on the road, Houston. Romeo,
they need a sack on Brady.
Put it in right now. Gronk's one-on-one at the bottom. They got to double team him here. Let's see. They don't know again. Is he helping him or not?
They go his direction, and it's knocked down.
That was actually a good play.
By rookie Justin Reed.
That was an outstanding play. Brady, he's seen all this stuff. He saw real fast the communication. He knows Gronk's one-on-one. And Reed comes in and makes a great play. She stopped. I mean, that's one-on-one against Gronk. On third down. Big situational play.
That's what Houston needs.
2 out of 8 on third down. And now punting again is Allen for the 4th time. Little head fake by Irvin as if he was going to try to catch it, but good starting point coming up for Houston with 4:24 to go in the half. Saturday, the SEC on CBS, the best game from the best conference. 11th ranked LSU taking on number 7 Auburn. And Auburn looking to avenge last season's loss after blowing a 20-point lead and to keep their 13-game home winning streak alive. The day kicks off in college football today, 3 Eastern on CBS.
So you see this formation right here? You got these guys in the backfield, shotgun, all this stuff right here that you're looking at. This is a Deshaun Watson, what he did in college last year.
They need a touchdown.
Plays 2 defenses, one for this, one for the normal offense. So far, they've done a great job against this.
And again, for the 3rd straight time, they run it with Miller with success on a first down carry. They've gone 7, 7, and 6. The last 3 first downs behind Miller. In motion, but straight ahead they go.
That was a good play by Patriots defense.
The likes of Jawan Bentley, who stack him up. Bentley,
dude, just so you know,
really
the English there, please.
Captain in Purdue Boilermaker football history.
Yeah, and look at that pop right there. Come into the hole.
Made a great point about New England so dangerous in the last 2 minutes, Tone.
Yeah,
last year they scored in 12 of the last 16. 12 of the 16 games in the last 2 minutes of the first half. So this makes this play huge.
Huge, because right now you look like you're not going to give it back to him.
Oh, fucking don't do this to me now.
Right there, we call him a plugger, and you'll watch. He's going to help on any crossers, but he also has the quarterback on a spy. When he gets there, they have him in there for a reason, because he's fast enough to handle Watson. But great effort by Watson. That was, take your time. Now you want to take your time. Hand this ball off at least under the 240 mark, which they just did.
And again, another carry by Miller. Falls backward for about 3.
I tell you what, when this game's over, and you go through the whole 16-game schedule of every team, this might be the least blitzed game you'll see in the NFL this year. I'm not sure if we've seen any blitz at this point in the game.
What do you chalk that up to?
Just the styles of both these teams. You don't want to let the quarterback get outside the pocket or let him throw quick. You'll rush 5 guys once in a while, but that's more of a rush kind of against the run game, a little bit keeping the pocket.
We got the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 8 for Houston coming out of it. Patriots lead it.
What's inside? A moment of joy. A source of inspiration. An act of kindness. What will it bring? An old friend. A new beginning. Some welcome relief. Or cause for celebration. The help you've been looking for. What's inside? Possibilities. What we deliver by delivering.
Hey, did you ever hear from Michelob Ultra? I got it. So I'm training for this big role. It's a Michelob Ultra commercial.
I'm the spokesman. I am Captain Michelob.
I like beer. So sorry. This is yours. And relax. You gotta be fit. You gotta love Michelob Ultra. It's not like anyone else could do this.
Name?
Pardon?
What is your name?
Chris Pratt?
Over there, bud. Thanks. Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
Well, my hands are shaking, my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Now who do you think when you have such luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Hey, hey, I'm all shook up.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by AARP. Take on today with AARP Real Possibilities. And by FedEx. Possibilities. What we deliver by delivery.
Tony Abbott, a little clock management with 2 minutes to go in the half.
Well, you definitely don't want to give it back to him, but you got to score points. You're down 14-6. You know, it's not quite to that point where you got to like start thinking, you know, protect. You got to have a safe play that gets a pass, a screen, something that's getting the ball, moving the clock, but you got to get yards here.
And a flag is out. It's going to be against the Texans. Pre-snap.
False start. Offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty remains. Second down.
Coming up, the Verizon halftime report. JB and all the crew, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Cowher. They'll have the scores and highlights coming up on the Verizon halftime report.
Now you're in trouble because I thought they were going to play action that last one, and they were setting it up earlier. We said in the last drive. Now it's like New England knows you're not running the football. I mean, if they do run it here, it would surprise New England, but you almost have to throw this ball.
Good toss over to Hopkins. Got it in the line of scrimmage, and he's tripped up nicely by Gilmore.
I love that play call. I love it.
Got another flag out on the far side of the field, Tony.
Yeah, a lot of the time it gets somebody on the offense for
offensive
the back or like a face mask. You know, it's going to be on one of the receivers normally on these screens.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 18. 10-yard penalty. And repeat, second down.
That's another shit now, because that means that they have to do a deeper fucking pass.
You see Coates up top, 18 right there? That's
not much, huh?
I mean, they get people on that, but that one should not have been. I didn't see it, man. I mean, they're on the other side. That's borderline at best.
Houston's offense has been penalized here twice.
Second 23. I want to see them chip the defensive end right here, chip this side, and run, guys, 15 yards in the middle of the field.
The second and 23. Going to run it instead with Miller.
See, New England's going to take a timeout now.
Right away.
Other teams, I like that play, but yes, and there it is, New England timeout. That right there doesn't really help you.
They're giving way too much time to Tom Brady.
You got to try and get 15 or 20 yards on that second down. That's what you got to do there. This is setting up for another.
Tom Brady, last 2 minutes.
Go score again like every other game at the end. You got to be aggressive on that throw there. You're not throwing interceptions. You're blocking it up so your quarterback has all the time to read 2 guys down the field, 15 to 20 yards over the middle. Because now you're like, okay, are you going to do it now? You should have done it on second down if you're going to try and get the first down now. Otherwise, you might as well just hand off or throw a quick screen.
So, Deshaun only 4 out of 12. And he's thrown a pick. Brady picked once, but has tossed 2 touchdowns. Held under 100 passing. He'll get his hands back on the ball if the defense can make a stop here. Watson dumps it off to Irvin. Irvin's going to get some of it, but not all of it. So
I'd say go first.
And New England will take another timeout.
Just say fucking go first. Show up a bit more clock.
Frustrating first half right there for Deshaun Watson. He's going to go in and have to figure some stuff out.
A little rusty, a little scratchy start here for the Texans offense.
No question. I think They didn't realize that when you play Bill Belichick once, he will adjust. They got him last year, but this year, it's a different story.
And there's the crew in the studio back in New York, and they're coming up with all the scores and highlights. As Boomer tells us his first set of highlights to the side, he'll just ad-lib right through it. Daniel, look out! Ah, they got partially blocked. Forward roll, though, for the Texans.
Wow, was that lucky?
May have been Jeremy Hill who got a hand on it. The running back. It travels 30 yards total. Was Jeremy Hill.
Oh, he got it, but that ball to roll forward, I mean,
no kidding.
You kind of want him to stretch out there, don't you? Like, kind of dive. They teach him to dive at that ball. He kind of like does a great job getting your hand on it.
It's not every day you see former #1 running backs, though, as he was for a couple of years with the Bengals.
Yeah.
Scored 29 touchdowns in a 3-year span at one time. Out there blocking punts. And here he is on the other side. Hill blocks the punt, and then he runs it for a gain of 8.
I'm anxious to see if they get up on this ball again. They got an I formation. Nobody runs 2-minute in I formation. New England knows what they're doing on defense.
Back to Hill. Hill's got a huge gap.
This is amazing. I've never actually
Nobody runs
seen anybody
in 2-minute war.
go I formation other than to run out the clock.
Yeah, they do.
They're doing
Patriots.
it because it gives them the best
Nobody
chance to
beats
move the ball
Patriots
against this front in these situations. They know Romeo Crennel so well. That Josh McDaniels, outstanding. I mean, these coaches are really special, Jim.
Still got 1:05 to go as Hill went out of bounds. And a timeout to work with. So Hill blocks a punt, then carries it for 8, then for 11. And now Brady, all kinds of time down the field.
Fucking hell! No, hold on. It was first down. He was down. Hold up a minute. He was down. Got it.
Oh my
Oh
God.
Jesus.
Is this a catch?
His knee's down. It's
Houston
down.
would have called a timeout
It's
before Brady
down.
snaps it. Houston would have wisely called a timeout. They might have won a challenge.
Too late. Holy fucking shit.
Oh my goodness. What's going on these last 60 seconds?
Hogan. Good
So
shot.
they don't get the challenge
Burkhead,
up.
man, gotta hold on to that fucking ball.
Well, you know, it's under 2 minutes,
That's
so all
the
the
point.
reviews are supposed to come upstairs. But
it's
if you see they're not going to do it, you should just go ahead and be the one to stop the clock anyway to have a chance to look at it. I'm not still even certain the Gronkowski catch was a catch. So timeout with 15 seconds to go. New England's last. They're set up for a field goal from this point. But was this a catch?
Well,
no, right. Down, knees down. It's a catch. It's a catch.
I do too. I don't think it was.
That's a catch. The new ruling states that's a catch. Knee down. Control. Bang. Move.
Thanks, guys. You brought me in for a real tight one to start.
That's a catch. That's a fucking
like
catch.
That ball comes out. I would have ruled that incomplete in replay.
Is it because New England got on the ball so fast they didn't have a choice? It was just, I mean, that was really quick. They got
the buzz. I agree with Tony. The buzz does come from upstairs. He ran quickly to get up there, and I am kind of surprised that wasn't buzz to take a look at.
That's Dorsett with the catch. There's actually 27 seconds to go here in the half. You know, Gene, again, if you see you're not going to get the guys upstairs to stop it, then you're sitting there with 3 timeouts on the Houston side. You go ahead and make that call.
Yeah, you got to click that upstairs just to look at it. Now 27 seconds here. You can throw the ball inside the numbers. You don't have to go out of bounds here. Got to protect the end zone here, Houston.
After a Dorsett reception, Brady's looking down the field. Back shoulder throws incomplete.
Fucking hell, boy. Come on, man.
23 seconds. No timeouts by New England. As a quarterback, you're still comfortable throwing it inside the numbers. You can still get up and spike this football. What you want to do as a defense now, protect the end zone. If they catch 6-yarders, it doesn't hurt you. They're already in field goal range. You're not protecting anything. Don't get beat on a double move. Watch New England just tried right there.
Here's Brady. Right side, he's got his target. And out of bounds is Dorsett. He's working that sideline effectively for the second time down the field on this drive. And now 19 seconds to go from the 4.
I'm shocked that Houston's playing man-to-man, just single high zone coverage right there inside, man outside, and just letting them throw these outcuts.
The best second quarter team in the league last year was New England, 179 points.
Gronk's one-on-one out here. Safety's got to get out there. Someone's got to get to double.
Jackson's coming over to help out. They've already scored once in this quarter. Brady looking the end zone again.
And touchdown, Dorsett.
With the catch and the touchdown.
The design of this play is outstanding. Watch, Dorsett's motion. You're asking Kevin Johnson to get all the way over there from running across the field and then to communicate with the other three people there.
Hey.
Happy Brady, happy Tom, happy life, happy wife. What's so sad? I mean, that's just outstanding. Over and over again, they go down and score.
Dorsett with 3 catches on that touchdown drive, including the touchdown reception. So there you go. You could just see it coming. Last 2 minutes. And again, there is that one little moment that keeps you wondering what would have happened. Had somebody clicked down, somebody called a timeout. But Brady and company, business as usual.
Business as usual, and what a great catch. If that's a catch, that's an unbelievable catch against 2 guys hanging on you. Could have called PI, too.
Again, Kevin Johnson's being talked to on that sideline. Dorsett was beat him again. Brady now up to 491. Started the day at 488 with Breeze, who's thrown 2 of his own today, and that shootout going on against the Buccaneers.
Pretty good quarterbacks on that list, huh? You know, Tom right here is telling Josh, they're going over some of the stuff they were talking about, and I mean, the crazy part is Houston has 3 timeouts, Jim. Do you use one just to get composed after all that? I mean, I felt uncomposed. I mean,
it didn't do you any good to take them to the locker room with you.
Well, I mean, once they got out of bounds twice, you can talk to your team and be like, listen, don't give up this, don't do this. Let's get in these positions. They're going to motion here. They're going to do this.
Illegal formation, kicking team. Houston has exercised the option of having the 5-yard penalty added to the touchback spot. First down.
Of course, it's a new kickoff rule this year with new formations trying to prevent more running collisions. And they'll tack on 5 and see how they decide to take on these last 14 seconds.
This is a new formation. What's coming here, Jeff?
I don't know.
And that's just for the first half in my view.
With about 3 minutes to go at 14-6, could have done something with that drive.
At the end of the half, basically, it's a defensive game. Really doesn't look as because it's 21-6, but
Brady throws
Patriots
3
defense
touchdowns,
are
one to a running
doing
back,
a great
one
job.
to a tight end, one to a wideout. 21-6, Patriots. Halftime after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
Hey, what do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip-hop, reggaeton.
EDM.
What about bubble trance?
Bubble what?
Bubble trance. It's a thing. Oh. My point is everyone's got different tastes. That's why Verizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans so everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. And right now, the whole family can get 6 months of free Apple Music on Verizon. Oh. So let's play that reggaeton. Old school reggaeton, not the new stuff.
Get 45 million songs with 6 months free Apple Music on us, only on Verizon. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy J3V.
The Neighborhood, a new comedy premiering CBS Monday, October 1st.
no doubt he's the greatest of all time. I think he proves that every second of every game. Like, and Matthew, thanks for subbing, man. I do appreciate it. Guys, I'll be back in just a moment. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments about the game so far.
Score here at the end of the second half, second quarter, and there was they up 21-6 over the Texans.
No Le'Veon Bell. James Conner's first game as a Steelers starting running back. 4-yard touchdown. It's his first career touchdown. 11 touches in the first half. They lead 7-0 despite Ben's 3 interceptions.
All right, we got Buffalo and Baltimore. Joe Flacco, all that pressure in offseason, he's going to keep his spot. Oh, he's dominating today. Check him out, hitting John Brown for the touchdown. 26-0 Ravens.
Oh, Andrew Luck, where have you been? 20-25, 170 yards and a touchdown. He likes to do this too. He likes to roll with the ball. But Sean Williams, the safety for the Bengals, going to be called for unnecessary roughness. This was not the helmet-to-helmet rule. He was ejected from the game. And I was wondering why Andrew Luck didn't go into concussion protocol, but I guess he didn't need it. Nice throw to Eric Ebron right there for a touchdown pass. Like I said, 20-25, 170 yards, 1 touchdown. They lead the Bengals 16-10.
Tennessee at Miami. Ryan Tannehill finds Kenny Stills for a 10-yard touchdown. Nice dive in the end zone. 7-3 Miami, and they are in a weather delay in the second quarter. Jacksonville against the New York Giants. Blake Bortles rolls out, finds T.J. Yeldon for an easy 1-yard score. 13-6 Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, we got the Niners, we got the Vikes, and with all that money to pay them, this is Kirk, my favorite Cousins. Can I borrow $5? All right, here we go. Kirk Cousins dropping back. Who are you looking for? That other new money. Stephon, I'm digging it. How about this? Kirk Cousins, 14 for 20, 165, 1 TD, 0 investment. I call that 0 interceptions. I call that a good investment.
I'll tell you, a cold, brutal-fashioned shootout right down in New Orleans. How about Mike Gillis? He doesn't get the ball here. A defensive score comes from Tampa Bay as he fumbles the ball picked up by Justin Evans. He'll go 34 yards for the score. But between these two offenses, over 500 yards and 4 touchdown passes. Right now, Tampa Bay leads 31-24.
All right, how about Tom Brady? I know he's going to hit that interception that he threw, but then again, that ball was tipped. Who needs wide receivers when you got guys like Gronk and you got James White and then, of course, Phillip Dorsett? They're all filling in nicely, and right there, that ball was tipped. At the end of the day, Tom Brady doesn't look like he's lost anything. And the really good thing, if you are thinking about this from a Patriots standpoint, their left tackle, Trent Brown, has played really well here in the first half. Look at the space that Tom Brady has from the line of scrimmage and the protection that he's receiving. And you can see his numbers right there, 3 touchdowns. That's the 18th time in a regular season with 3 or more touchdown passes in the first half.
How big is Trent Brown?
He's like 6'8", 355.
Thank you. Matt Patricia went to Detroit, and then Bill Belichick's gotten more involved in this defense, and you can just tell they are flying around. They've had 2 takeaways, 2 sacks. You hear see Dietrich Weiss for the sack, and one of the takeaways has been this interception as well by Stephon Gilmore. They've held this Houston offense right now to 141 yards. You can see this right here. This defense is flying around. They look coordinated. They look on snap. They're in sync with each other, communication. They've done a very good job against a very dynamic quarterback. Again, they've held them to 6 points.
This is the secret, I think, is New England's defensive front. You see what they've done to Deshaun Watson. They got guys. They got more speed in the front 7. Dietrich Wise, we saw that. Flowers, just Claiborne.
Man, Amendola was shit.
And
Chris Hogan will be 100 times better
once
him and Brady have that chemistry built up.
And the challenge with Matt Patricia going to Detroit, being more involved with this defense. And you can kind of see his fingerprints over what they've shown in his first half.
Yeah, and they're putting the pressure on Deshaun Watson, containing him, rushing forward. Some of those are covered sacks, so shout out to that defensive backfield, that umbrella defense, and on the offense side of the ball. Phillip Dorsett. Remember he's with the Colts? We weren't saying his name. All of a sudden, the guy puts on a Patriot uniform.
And he's a household. Well, he's finally figured it out, and Tom Brady does trust him. The one thing I'll also say about that New England defense, it's nice to have Dante Hightower back in the middle. He is the unquestioned leader of that team. They're playing well. The secondary is good. This is why I think you and I picked them to go to the Super Bowl this year.
Fire still burns deep. Coach Belichick wants to be involved, huh?
No doubt.
The Verizon halftime report continues.
No days off, Jay.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The best unlimited is on Verizon, America's most awarded network.
Hogan, now, when him and Brady pick up that relationship, just imagine what he can do.
Full game replays.
That's the touchdown catch of the year.
Coaches film.
Let's get to his next
I agree and I disagree with that statement. Why? Right, yeah. Brady's obviously the greatest of all time, greatest players to ever play at quarterback, no doubt about it.
NFL Game Pass. Start
But
your free trial today.
there is a but. How good will he be in a different system or under a different head coach? We don't know. I don't even know. I can't answer that. But I know Belichick is the best, greatest coach of all time. The Super Bowl trophy should be not named after Lombardi after Belichick retires. It should be named after him.
Get the Verizon Halftime Report live online every Sunday. Brought to you by Verizon. Visit cbssports.com/Verizon.
A few days ago, I was friended by someone calling themselves God. What? They started sending me random friend suggestions. The thing is, I don't believe in God. If all this account wants is for you to help people, it doesn't matter who's behind it.
Hey, Mr. Good Samaritan.
I need my life back.
That'll make for an amazing story. And if it turns out to be God, greatest mystery of the universe solved. Win-win.
God Friended Me. Series premiere CBS Sunday, September 30th.
In 2019, CBS is the home of Super Bowl 53. The NCAA Basketball Championship.
This is real.
The Masters. And now in May, the PGA. CBS, the home of champions.
The best unlimited is on Verizon, America's most awarded network.
That's all that any team or player needs to do is talk without smack.
New England, the Patriots
Brady,
21-6.
Belichick,
Houston
whoever will make them pay
quarter kick,
when they
we'll
face
be
him.
back with that in just a moment.
That includes Gronk too.
Gronkowski and Brady connect for another touchdown in this one.
Monday, September 24th, TV's #1 comedy starts its final season.
I want to look away, but I can't.
And anything can happen.
I'm just worried that you'll grow distant and seek solace in the arms of a heavily muscled longshoreman.
Where would I find a longshoreman?
Along the shore, it's in the name.
Big Ben's final season begins September 24th.
When it comes to living with a pop star,
Baby, you passed out in your cereal.
pace yourself. Damon Wayans Jr. in Happy Together premieres Monday, October 1st.
Week 1 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. Tune in tomorrow for a Monday Night Football doubleheader on ESPN.
Full season premiere at a new day and time. CBS Monday, September 24th.
I've had to work during Patriots games as well, and I've literally looking at my phone, looking at the result the whole fucking time.
broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Back here at Gillette Stadium, let's take a look at the first half highlight presented by DirecTV. And as you saw earlier, the 88th time, regular and post, Brady, Gronkowski connect for the touchdown. That whole helter-skelter last 2.5, 3 minutes of the first half. Huge way that you go into the second half now. It flips just when Houston could have done something. New England gets the ball back and does what it does. Always scores late in the first half.
And they do it over and over again. And the problem sometimes is just clock management, a little of those things. The catch or no catch, that's a big deal. You talked about right then. It's like, if you're Houston, do you take a timeout there?
Sure, you got 3.
I mean, it's like, let's give them a chance upstairs, to have a chance to look at this thing at least. And, give New England credit for their ability to get everybody down the field and on the ball that quickly. That's just really good job by them. I mean, they deserve credit for that, too.
And there's the first half stat line. And if you're Houston, which is going to be receiving the football here to start, what do you think adjustments you're going to make here, Tony?
Got to get the ball out of Watson's hands. Go back. Give me a little Bill O'Brien offense. Let's throw slants. Let's get the ball out of his hands quickly. Then as the game moves on, we'll get into some of the other stuff. New England is ready for the play-action game, the run game that they did against them last year. I'd squash that right now. I'd start getting this ball in traditional offense, throw the ball quickly, move the chains.
Kick into the win means a
to be honest, Bill O'Brien is an excellent offensive coordinator.
Nice 35-yard return in the first half.
Someone how good of
near the 29. And Tracy, what did you have at halftime?
Jim, Bill O'Brien extremely frustrated with how that half ended and the Rob Gronkowski catch. He was frustrated that
defensive coordinator, I don't know, I don't think he's a good one. I think he can get by far better.
As far as Deshaun Watson goes, he said there is just a lot of time
defense
left
coordinator
in this
for
game
Texans.
for
I
him to
like
do
the
something.
Texans.
And as far as their defense,
Obviously, I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm going to go for Patriots.
To mix it up, 5 sacks last year, 0 today.
And the first play is an end. Well, it is red.
For fuck's sake, Hopkins.
Hopkins.
The reason I'm saying that is because he's on the fancy team.
For a loss of 7.
I don't like them continuing in these formations with these fake dive, fake reverse, give the reverse. New England's disciplined right now. We've seen enough. You got to adjust it now at this point. And talking about the, quarterbacks getting hit, I mean, at this point, Brady's been untouched basically, and half the time Watson goes back, he's getting touched. I mean, this is not the way you want this game to go.
He's had people all around his feet all game long as he is able to find Ellington, and he's
finally though
after
he threw
5.
it quickly.
Yep.
Get it out of his hand, move.
Here are the Texans' first half
I don't know if Watson is their quarterback.
Over on their very first snap of the season.
Grand, yeah, you can say, look, the season he had last year was great, but
the one drive of any substance, 9 plays, 44 yards.
That's because defenses or defensive coordinators didn't know how to react to him. That's what that could have been. Year 2 was where you need to see, right, is he work this?
Again, traffic around the feet of Watson, who unloads at a yard short of the first. That is Miller.
If I'm Texans, I'd be going for it with 1 yard
down. This is where you want to go for it as a coach, but you just can't. It's too early, but I know he's thinking about it. Let's see. I think you got to punt it.
Did you ever try to talk?
I agree, but same way.
At this early second half? Absolutely. And what would the response usually be?
Same with Patriots defense is 10 times better than what it was last year.
Get so many good plays. And right here, you want to come out and score. They tried to steal possession early in the second half. And you defer and you get the ball in the second half on the road. There's no crowd noise.
Daniel. Another fair catch by McCarron at the 20. 42-yard punt. And the Patriots offense coming out.
Sweat the defense.
I just personally think
noticing what most
that the defense, that Watkins,
it's what you
Watson,
do
Watkins,
when the thing you're
Watson should be a lot better in this game. Yeah,
the
odds in the winning in Gillette Stadium are very slim, but teams have went in there and won. So
more people are switching.
Nobody can say that won't happen. That could happen, but what the issue is at the
Fidelity
moment
is redefining value for investors.
I personally
Introducing zero account fees for brokerage
they're
accounts.
running the ball when they should be passing. They're
And
passing
zero
the ball,
minimums to open an
really,
account.
they could actually
We have Fidelity
have an
mutual
open up
funds
field
with
enough
zero minimum
to pass
investment.
it. You start
And now, only
thinking
Fidelity
passes
offers two
where he
zero
gets gained
expense
3 or
ratio
4
index
yards.
funds
That's all
directly
they
to
need, get first
investors.
downs.
Because when you
They
invest
bring
with
the
Fidelity,
defense in
all those
closer,
zeros
have them
really add up.
attempt to rush, and then just run it up straight up the middle. Job done. I'm not in the coaching staff, and I don't need to
This
know
is
that.
not another
I know that.
18-blade razor. Because this is One Blade from Philips Norelco. A blade for beards and stubble. Shape and shave any length. And be your best you with One Blade from Philips Norelco. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco.
$2.99 for a car hop classic. What a steal.
Steal. That's a heist. Put this on.
I don't think I can eat in it.
It's all part of the plan, my friend.
Get a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or a Slinger Plus Tots for $2.99. Try it today.
It's the season premiere. You can't miss.
I've been following a director's trail. I don't think I'm going to find him.
How many other extremists just waiting to be activated? We're going to have so much fun. I'm going to find your dad.
It's about to go critical.
The NCIS season premiere event, CBS Tuesday, September 25th.
Do not adjust your settings. Murphy Brown returns.
Which one of you got fingerprints all over my Emmy?
I don't think they'll score on this drive. I think the Houston's defense could potentially get a sack and a stop. That could open up the game more for Houston. Now, could happen, but let's face it, it's Tom Brady, so probably it's going to be another touchdown pass.
The first time in the third quarter, after totaling 216 yards in that first half. 154 off the arm of Brady. Hand it off to Hill. And he's got 4.
With all these handoffs, all they're doing is running
Well,
the
you
top
just
of
saw
top.
him run around him before. You see right here, cut block on Clowney, showing you everything he's got. Then a quick set. Go out and get him. And then the last one, let's have a full pass set. Stand in, give Brady time. I'm telling you. They drafted a different guy. They brought him over. And no one realized. I mean, look at the size there. 6'8", 380. 25, he's raw. I mean, I think they found a player. This is big.
2nd and 6. Up top.
Wrong, oh man. Fumble. Oh, fucking hell. Matthew just picked up the fumble.
Matthew's still going.
How the
Takes off a couple of defenders, and he'll go ahead and take his losses at that point. He's now responsible for 2 takeaways.
Who's on the grounds? Hill.
Hill is hurt.
Fucking hell, man.
What a play by Jackson to get this ball out.
Jackson got the ball out. To be fair, you can't knock what he did.
It tracks its prey, exploits greediness, like a game.
That's not a predator, that's a sports hunter.
Well, we took a vote. Predator's cooler.
Do you have a plan? Ex-sniper with PTSD and a team that's mental?
You want to kill him? Oh, yeah. Why did you just say so? Remember, they're large, they're fast, and messing you up to the idea of tourism.
You're insane, right?
The Predator, rated R.
You see now, the offense of the Texans need to come out and score a touchdown pass within the next 2 minutes of having that ball.
What? When? How? Why?
Because. Use Old Spice.
She knows best.
When you carry out large 3 topping pizzas from Domino's for $7.99
they
each,
have it
no
on the
one
page
bad
inside
road
of the
ruining
field.
a good pizza. So we're doing something about that. If your drive home is rough on pizza, submit it at havenforpizza.com and we might fix it.
Napoleon is duping us. We gotta leave that. You're an incomplete.
Gentlemen, I have just received word. The Louisiana purchase is complete.
Instant purchase notifications from Capital One, so you won't miss a purchase.
Large, small, or very large. Technology this helpful could make history.
What's in your wallet?
Now, the Patriots defense, let's face this, are much far better this year.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Walmart. Discover more ways to shop at Walmart today. Fidelity Investments. And by Domino's. Order online at Domino's.com.
Jeremy Hill blocked a punt in the first half and was the Patriots' leading rusher, 4 carries for 25 yards, but he's in the tent now as he got hit by his own teammate.
Hopkins is
James Devlin, while trying to bring down Tyrann Mathieu. Watson connects across the middle. Hopkins got on his feet and then Harley made sure that he's thrown down. Gain of 12.
Okay, gain of 12, that's not
Isn't
bad
pretty
for...
to watch. 133. Oh, that's not good.
Hamstring, you would say. It's a hamstring injury on Hill.
Here comes the same play probably, right? And then he's just going to hand it off this time? What do you think?
Well, it worked for 12 yards. This time they do hand it off. Turning out an extra couple of yards.
Okay, 5 yards.
With that effort is Miller.
That's not bad. Same play. One through the pass, got 11. Second got same play with the Rennes.
Huge swing. I mean, the
for
fact
5.
They rushed 5 guys, by the way, on that play. So they haven't rushed that a lot. You do it, all of a sudden, boom, you give up a big play, and then you get the ball right back. I mean, just swing of a game is so big on the football like that. And Houston has to take advantage on this drive. Have to score points. Touchdown.
Watson back to Hopkins. McCourty says incomplete. The officials say it's a catch.
Houston needs to go for that ball.
Goes for 17.
Don't leave him get look at this.
Because the TV station didn't get the replay out yet. I tell you what, that's Belichick taking a guess then.
Belichick is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch.
Take a look at it, guys, for me.
New England is challenging the ruling on the field of a completed pass.
All right, let's go to the replay.
Just a different angle on it.
It's the tasty berry flavor, so yell, Hail Berry when you toss it.
And then we can have a Rita, right, Ritas? That's how we do it, Maddie.
Hurry, Lefty, she's almost out of range.
Hail Berry!
Yeah! I got it!
Yeah!
We make things look easy. And with FanDuel's new Guru tool, setting a lineup with confidence is easy.
It's kind of like a coach.
It's kind of like a wizard.
I couldn't see. He had his back towards the camera, so no replay really showed it.
There's more ways to win on FanDuel.
So I don't know.
A $20 bonus with your first deposit.
But the way he went down, the ball could have moved as well.
Hey, what do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip-hop. Reggaeton.
EDM.
What
about bubble trance? Bubble what? Bubble trance. It's a thing. Oh. My point is, everyone's got different tastes. That's why Verizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans, so everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. And right now, the whole family can get 6 months of free Apple Music on Verizon. Oh. So let's play that reggaeton. Old school reggaeton, not the new stuff.
Get 45 million songs with 6 months free Apple Music on us, only on Verizon. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy J3B.
Okay, let's go.
This isn't a regular SUV test drive. Turn right here. Here? Yeah.
During the Jeep Adventure Days event, discover deals as legendary as Jeep SUV's 4x4 capability. And the confidence to go where you've never gone before. It's more than just a test drive. It's your first adventure.
That was awesome. Get used to it.
Start it off with a great deal at the Jeep Adventure Days event.
Watch it as big and loud as you can in ultra-high definition.
Welcome to Jurassic World.
On digital now, on Blu-ray September 18th.
Who's in for the new season of Young Sheldon? Here we go. Our boy genius is back.
Again, he's a system quarterback. That's the problem.
Young Sheldon, CBS September 24th.
I actually don't know what the result of that is.
While we were away, Tony, Sorrente confirmed the catch. The call stands. Houston has a first down at the Patriots' 22-yard line, and the offense looks a little different here.
Yeah, they're spreading them out, and they're doing this run game now. It's like this, or you're going to throw the people over the field, move the back, hand it off, go to the left real quickly, throw it on the flat.
Watson in trouble again, and that's an incompletion. Would have been only a 1-yard gain had Miller held on.
So, to me, New England has done an outstanding job against the down-the-field stuff that they got hurt on last year. And Houston came into the game saying we're getting a lot of tight formations and motion people and then fake it and throw down the field. And New England said, nope, the way to beat them, spread them out like this and then throw the ball and hand off from these type of formations.
Well, it's only 17-6.
Second and 10.
Now, the Vikings defense, come on,
It was 17.
Well, this allows you to get a hat on a hat, and it's not so much about we're going to beat you with scheme. This is like
he's a system quarterback. He's a good quarterback. Not going to knock him. He is a good quarterback, but again, he's a system quarterback. He would have fitted into Belichick's system. That's what made him look so good in the first 3 games he played last year.
A lot of people down around that line of scrimmage.
Or the year before, sorry.
Guy back on the field right there.
One safety back
doubling
there.
Hopkins right there. That guy's doubling Hopkins.
Going to the end zone. And no one exactly in the area between
4th and 5. Now, but bear in mind, guys, just bear this in mind about Jimmy G and the 49ers today. They're playing against probably one of the top defenses in the league, and that's the Minnesota Vikings. Just bear that in mind.
Going to someone else, but you gotta go somewhere else. Going for it. Oh yes, here we go. Same type of formation.
And they're going first. They're actually going to go first.
Watch.
I'd go for the first down.
Double team by Harmon.
Yeah, but they're going for it. Bear that in mind, like.
Throw the ball to your slot. The guy right next to Hopkins in the end zone.
To the end zone and
they should have went for the first down.
In the area of Griffin. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter.
A veteran quarterback would have known, right? Get the first down, then I'm first and goal. And then you have 4 chances to get into the end zone.
Look at this. He's got leverage. Boom!
And he threw the ball behind him. If he threw the ball in slightly, the ball was coming this direction. If he threw the ball here, it was a touchdown pass.
I like the decision. I mean, if you're going to beat Brady, you're going to beat Belichick in their home place, you got to be aggressive. I mean, to me, I'm fine because you knew you were getting the same look. You knew what they were in, and you had a guy open for a touchdown.
3 trips to the red zone.
They're running this.
6 points.
And they got 1 maybe.
Or a couple. That's it. I guess at some point, this was the point.
I don't think he's going to be good. I don't think he's a good quarterback, so I don't think he's going to do shit at all, to be honest. The Texan fans might dislike what I'm about me saying that, but I don't think there's much of an argument there that he's a top 20 quarterback.
This guy wide open. Look at this. I can't
I don't think he's a top 20 quarterback, let alone top 30. I'll put him at number 30.
He knows.
30.
You want to do so much.
Easy.
You got him open. Just watch him
I
struggle.
wouldn't put him any higher than that.
2nd and 8.
And again, it's Burkhead.
All the Patriots is doing right now is running that clock.
Coming up, and let's go back to the sideline.
They have to kick it away, so
we
what?
saw running back Jeremy Hill get hit by his own teammate after that Gronk fumble. He has been taken to the locker room with a right knee injury, and he is out for the game.
Pretty much, I think that's. We see if he goes like that for the whole season.
But unfortunate for Hill, trying to
Houston will be looking at right. Look, we need a new quarterback.
Great in that first half as Brady unloads it. And Gronkowski in a seam. He was double covered, but yet he's still fucking man.
How does this happen? It's 3rd and 3. Watch. Once again, Cunningham playing 2-man, which is what we say when a guy's underneath you. It's man, which you're doubled, but you're underneath. And there's Clowney and Brown and a play, and everything else is going on.
And Brady rushes to the line, tosses it over to Dorsett quickly, and the Texans read that one, held it to about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
You just can't let Gronk run right down the middle of the field with a guy playing underneath him 2 yards. It just, with no help over the top.
It's looking that way.
7. Good tackle that time by J.J. Watt. He's able to grab the ankles of White.
Is that the first time we've called and you see Watt get down, goes all the way across the line. It's an outstanding play by him from all the way on the other side of the field at defensive tackle.
So mid-third,
J.J. Watt has done nothing.
You're outside of field goal range if you're New England. If you're the Houston defense, big snap right here.
Yeah, you might want to double team Gronkowski.
Brady going for the home run ball.
Oh, fuck.
And there is no flag. Yo-ho, flag is back.
Holy shit.
Close to the line of scrimmage.
Patterson looked decent, but Hogan was this close to getting a fucking 40-yard touchdown pass.
Holding, defense number 30. 5-yard penalty and an automatic.
First down. Alright, a holding call. So,
Johnson got beat on a
5-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
Hogan gets him, and then
Hogan had him beat. Hogan actually had the guy beat. If he didn't hold him, Hogan was gone.
Had him covered down the field, and he did a good job late.
But the thing is, if it's showing the speed of Hogan. Hogan is a better slot receiver than Julian Edelman. He's on power with like so Welker, and we all know how good he was.
Brady still has it.
Oh, Dobson. Hold on, he's back.
So Dorsett all of last year.
Dorsett actually is looking good.
This is his 5th today.
Brady's not even throwing to him. I'm telling you, that ball is going to Hogan, who might score a touchdown. And a great leaping catch by Dorsett to snag it from Hogan and rob him of another catch.
Dorsett, like Patterson, a former first-round draft pick that did not work out with another franchise. Patterson's case, he was too close.
He's having a great game today.
Getting away from Clowney, it's Burkhead. Tackled by Blackson. Out of bounds. Let's go to New York for the update.
Pittsburgh still looking sharp. Yeah, 2 second-half possessions, 2 second-half TDs for the Steelers. This is James Conner, a 22-yard TD run. He has 122 total yards on the day. They extend their lead by 14, 21-6 over the Browns. Back to Jim Nance.
Well, a little message for Le'Veon Bell because Conner, as you heard, he's also got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and he was free on my fantasy team, so I just added him.
2nd and 8.
Steelers are a good team, man. Oh.
Good. Incomplete.
It was incomplete, fucking Egypt.
James Conner playing well did not surprise you today for Pittsburgh.
No, I mean, well, what happened? Was it last year? D'Angelo Williams, I believe?
A couple of years ago.
And he came in when Bell was out, and just all of a sudden, boom, he does just fine. And so that team is outstanding. They're going to be fine. Bell obviously adds another dimension, but it isn't going to make the difference every game they play.
We own them up until last year. We have to see what they're like this year. That's the fucking. That's the kicker.
All 3 third-down conversions in the game for the Patriots have gone to Gronk. Oh, that time there was pressure on Brady.
Oh, fucking J.J. Watt nearly got it.
We were waiting to call his name to see him coming after all the injuries up top.
Look at J.J. Watt had a sack. Brady was too alert and smashed.
Around Adrian.
And he got a hand to his face.
Well, J.J. made a couple plays on this series. It'll bring Gostkowski out for a field goal.
Well, we haven't heard much from Clowney, Watt.
No.
Merciless today. I mean, just they need these guys to step up.
There's the kick from 39 yards, and it is good.
It's a good hold, though.
Ups the lead to 24-6.
No doubt about it. Plus, I'm skeptical. I just want to see how.
I can't believe
how
it.
we go.
That everything sticks to Stephon Diggs' hands?
No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on the car insurance with Geico.
Cool, huh?
Yeah.
He plays football, huh?
Yeah.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
No, there's plenty of games where they've played in our stadium.
Jerusalem, Tel Aviv. Vacation beyond belief. Book your trip now.
At AT&T Innovations, we give you more for your thing. Here, we're adding TV and movies from our unlimited plan to the powerful new Samsung Galaxy Note 9. The perfect device for entertainment and productivity.
So it's essentially the Ed Helms of devices.
How so?
Well, he's both very entertaining and very productive.
You think?
Yeah, I do, and that's my completely unbiased opinion.
Buy a Galaxy Note 9 and get one 75% off. More for your thing. That's our thing.
We're more than just $7.99 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is the FBI!
6 grenades on a chain. Cell phone trigger.
Kidnapping in Battery Park.
Long-range killing from a Midtown sniper.
Drop what you're holding, get on your knees.
We just found another bomb.
Evacuate this building.
FBI series premiere CBS Tuesday, September 25th.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by AT&T. More for your thing. That's our thing. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Long Freedom Trail leads in Gill. Boston's only colonial printing experience. As the Patriots are printing out some more big numbers in this game, leading at 24-6.
I see what you did there.
You did? That was not a great one. they seldom are. As Gostkowski has now made 32 straight regular season field goals inside the 40. Irvin. He's shown some game on returns. Yeah, that's 33 yards on that one. Watson not looking as sharp as what you might have expected. That's a fumble that was charged to him on their first snap.
And it was his indecision on his part to give it or keep it, and then just holding on the ball, looking to make a play. It's a little indiscriminate, just throwing this ball almost like you're hoping a good play is going to happen. And I just feel like he's indecisive today, which is why I want him in spread out formations, hand the ball off, throw it quickly. Let's get him through the game and try and bring his team back.
Whistles. No, might have heard some. So a loss of 2 for Alfred Blue. As you saw that package, plus you had when they went for it on 4th down and they missed the target by a mile.
Yeah, and he had people open. That's the thing. We only showed the tight end, but there was also slot receiver right next to Hopkins. I mean, you have stuff open. You know what New England's in at this point. Spread you out here. And the man coverage.
2nd and 12. It's Ellington. Nice little loop to pick up the first.
Great job. Finally, let's spread him out. Work this quickly. Get the ball out of his hands. Quick pace. Do that. We don't need a quick pace and then do. So this is what I wanted earlier. Just get up and hand this ball off to the left. Well, he can't. He sees all those guys outside. He's trying to come back and run it to the right here.
There it is, Tony. And Alfred Blue has room. Down to the 40 of the Patriots.
And that's all I wanted in the first half. And you know what they did? They tried all these play actions. They tried like, oh, let's fake like we're going to get up and do that. We do these. The game doesn't have to be that hard sometimes. You have good personnel. Use them.
Houston now operating more quickly to the line after a 17-yard run. Back to Blue. He's got a hole. And he's written down by Eric Rowe. And McCourty after another 11. He wants out. And Miller comes in.
Well, they ran the same play back to back. Now you get up and run the same play again to the left as you.
3 first downs, the last 3 plays for Houston.
Good job. This is exactly how you should play this.
Miller.
They're getting up and just making New England decide, like, hey, you're going to defend these passes down the field. You're not going to be in position to defend the run.
Miller, who did not have a 100-yard rushing effort all of last season, has 15 carries, 80 yards in this one. Houston's rushed for 124 total.
Okay, now New England condenses the front. Now you need to throw the football.
Who are you talking to?
Let's see what he goes to. 2nd and 5.
Hi, people.
The run with Miller. Chugs ahead, got a first down. They're picking up big yardage on the ground right now.
Well, they shouldn't have on that one. New England has an extra guy, but this is, I mean, why would you do anything else? Keep going.
Yeah.
Flores doing a good job, though, making them be patient, eating the clock. Quick handoff right here.
And New England wise to it. That's a Landon Roberts along with Danny Shelton. Shelton coming from the Cleveland Browns, former 12th overall selection in the draft.
No,
2015.
Watch the middle of the field.
2nd and 9. Middle of the field it is. Down to the 3 is Ellington. Look at Watson. He took a hit, jumped to his feet, earning his team to the line. Shift change here for the
Go on,
Patriots.
Houston Texans.
They should hold the ball, though. They have a substitute. Yeah.
1st and goal.
Too many guys on New England. Can't have 12. Shelton, got to run off the field, big guy.
Full start. Offense, number 88.
Whoa.
5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
I'd throw a flag and say they got 12 guys on the field. I mean, New England has 12 guys. So, I'm going to false start too.
Yeah,
we block 2 people.
Back it up to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal from there. What do you see here, Tony?
Well, they're going to go empty, and obviously they're doubling Hopkins on the bottom part of the field down here, which tells me that this area right in here is wide open, all in that area. Someone's got to get there.
There it is. It's Hopkins. And he's close, but they don't give it to him.
And that was Harmon trying to cheat. He's supposed to double Hopkins, but he wanted to help out backside. Now get up and hand this off real quick.
Inches away, handoff outside, and it's a touchdown for Houston. Alfred Blue.
I think it's easy to say that was the best drive of the season for Houston.
Yes, all season.
All season long.
Now will they go? No, they're going to. I was going to suggest perhaps go for 2. No, you want to try to get it down to a 2-score game, so you're going to go extra point here to try to get it to 11.
Yep, and I like that. It's the right play. And this game, ton of time left.
Yeah,
you just saw what they can go do. You know, you're supposed to have a great defense. They've had a little bit of a rough afternoon, but a lot of that's just the brilliance of the Patriots.
High Fairbairn with the extra point. And it is good.
But I'm not
wearing a 68-yard drive. 7 of the plays on the ground to get there, including the final yard from Alfred Blue for the touchdown.
To see what happens.
By the way, Sunday, CBS continues this Super Bowl season with a big doubleheader. Most of the nation early. He's going to see Kansas City against Pittsburgh. And then the rematch of last year's AFC Championship. Tom Brady and the Patriots battle Jacksonville and that daunting defense. And it all gets started with the NFL Today guys celebrating on the road to Super Bowl 53 on CBS next Sunday. Jaguars at the Giants today, and they lead 13-9 going to the 4th.
It's amazing in this first week is just how everybody has championship aspirations. And after 1 week, entire cities completely changed and want people gone, fired. I mean, it's just
relax
there. So much optimism. And then despair right after one.
Bubbles burst.
Fuck off. You are.
No opportunity
Go
to
Texans.
return that.
That's what.
So the touchback. I enjoyed watching you consume a few thousand calories the other night at the CBS Sporting Club.
Well, you know.
That is, to the right is the stadium. There you go. You can see the view they have.
We're never against plugging our own network. I like that. That's really positive.
You insisted.
Yes, I said it's time. Is there any way to fit a great story about Nance in here at some point?
Burkett saw a little gap and he took advantage. He goes for 13. We got an update. Let's send it back to JP and Boomer.
Hey, Jim. Boomer, who saw this coming? Not too many, but how about Ryan Fitzpatrick, guys? 50 yards to Mike Evans. Fitz on the day, 7 of 23, 336 yards, 3 TDs. They lead New Orleans in New Orleans, 41-24.
What was the football factory he went to school?
Harvard.
Okay, thank you very much. Back to Jim Nance.
I think that was Marcus Lattimore. Thank you, guys. I got a beat on that play. He did not give up a touchdown pass all of last year. He and Aaron Colvin, who is on the Texans defense, and the only two that all year played at least 500 snaps, didn't give up a touchdown. But look like he got beat on that one. So here's Brady on first down to Devlin. He is stacked up and still is able to fight for a little bit extra out to the 40, brought down by Dylan Cole.
The jury's still out about him, though.
Final minute of the third quarter, and Romeo Crennel. He was the defensive coordinator, and last year he was the assistant head coach, and then with Mike Vrabel taking the head coaching job with Tennessee, who the Texans will see next week in Nashville, Romeo goes back to the defensive coordinator position.
Classic case of not wanting to lose Vrabel. Should give him a bump in position. Keep the other guy around.
7 and complete. Brady got hit. That's White. That was DJ Reader.
Watt made him step up. Reader hits him, and Brady shows that at his age, he's still doing the same thing he's been doing for years.
Hasn't been hit many times in this game today.
Nope. But even though when he has to, under duress, first down.
There's something different about their agenda. They may not hit this site. We're coordinated, well trained.
I would rise everyone on the Patriots team for their money.
Dave Johnson. Nice to meet you.
I don't want to run into Dave again and get another, hey neighbor.
Hey neighbor.
The neighborhood, October 1st.
I think they like you better like that.
Woodward, author of the
What is up, people?
Don't miss it Monday.
Aaron.
Wow, I think they like that. I'm hyped. I can
Turn
do a
the
video.
light off.
Do you prefer it with the lights on? Because I do. I think you would prefer it with the lights on. I think they like my entertainment. I'm cool. I'm cute. I'm very appropriate. I'm cool.
Get out. Out you. Fucking bitch. What are you laughing at?
Because they love me!
Let's stop this bitch. off, Aaron.
Josh McDaniels, who had appeared for about 24 hours, was going to be the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts before reconsidering. He's got a new contract.
You know, I'm going to give the Crafts credit and Belichick for understanding the importance of bringing this guy back.
The first play of the fourth quarter, Brady unloads it in the area of Hogan, and it was J.J. Watt who hit Brady. J.J.'s making plays in this second half.
Yeah, you're going to see right here, J.J. slices inside and then gets Brady.
He took his weight off. He tried, you see, he looked up to one of the officials as he tried to extend his arms.
Because they're calling that a penalty now.
Calling that this year.
He's really turned it on in the second half. We've seen Watt around the quarterback and the running back here in the second half. Starting to get your legs under you. Didn't play much in the preseason.
At 9 snaps.
Just not enough, in my opinion.
Second and 10. That's White. And he's going to be a little bit short of the first. So back to Josh. It looks like he's going to go to Indianapolis, and somehow the whole thing comes undone. He signs a new deal with the Patriots. And how big is that for Tom Brady and this team?
Well, I mean, to me, Josh McDaniels is as important to this franchise. Not quite at Belichick, not quite at Brady, but it's really close. He's outstanding. Look at what he's doing today. We always give Brady a ton of credit, as he should get. But McDaniels is so key. He puts these guys in unique special positions, and they can plug different people in. The fact that they're doing this today, I mean, look at this. This is just, I mean, how many times do you... He has a wide open running back on the first drive of the game. Gronkowski's doubled. They still get him the ball. James White has 4 catches. Philip Dorsett, who no one even knew anything about, has 6 catches, 56 yards, touchdown. Devlin has 3 catches. He's a fullback. I mean, just, it's rare what they do, and this guy has done it for so long around here. He is really a special caller and designer of plays.
Burkhead had just picked up the first down on 3rd and 1, gets another handle for 3. They got other things too, like Cordero Patterson carrying it a couple of times. Burkhead has had 13 attempts for 54.
You know, they're so far ahead of the rest of the league, like, because they have an older quarterback who knows football at such a uniquely high level. Josh allows him to get into the right play almost all the time. You wouldn't believe how many motions that they do are nothing more than allowing the quarterback to know what to do before the snap and get to the right play. They line up in these formations. Brady sees the coverage, and then he just throws it real quick.
How much money does the Patriots earn?
Seconds, all kinds of time, finally.
Per week.
Throws down Gronkowski.
God, I'd have him in bed for just $1 million.
Open for another first gain of 8.
Watch this protection. Only 3-man rush.
Please subscribe if you would like to see more of Air Bear and JJ.
He says, oh, you're only rushing 3. I'll wait 10 seconds instead of throwing it quick like I did the last 5 throws. No, you got to come and get me.
Gronkowski, 7 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's getting doubled on mostly every play. This is, I mean, what do you do?
Dorsett, his 7th catch. Sidesteps the defender, and again it was Kevin Johnson who got beat on the wiggle.
Please also let us know if you would like the lights on, please. Thank you.
Side back inside, and then I'm out of bounds. Stop it. Stop it. I'm out of bounds. Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that arm angle. Side. Get the ball.
One Patriots, big dick Patriots.
Fast. Got all the tricks.
Remember, Dorsett was in that trade for Jacoby Brissett. Who came just before the start of the season last year, so he missed all of camp. Never was completely comfortable with the system, but a year later, here he is a different player.
He's definitely different. He's taking over Cook's
Aaron.
That's White, and that's Cole, who hammers him down after 3.
We need to stay with this right here, and I tell you what, this is a good job. Watt swims outside, and really well done by Cole staying in the gap and not getting. But if they can hold him to a field goal here,
it keeps it a 2-score
possession game.
Yeah.
Touchdown here, it's going to be tough, to come back as it already is. But this is the play right here I'm watching, because 3rd down, you can unleash the guys. Right now, you got to play the run and the pass. You've got to fall back in the back.
Aaron, this is slowing down now. It's starting to annoy me. stop. Oh, for fuck's sake, this fucking link. The internet station.
Who hammers him down after 3. We need to stay with this right here, and I tell you what, you know, this is a good job. Watts swims outside, and really well done by Cole staying in the gap. And not kidding, but if they can hold him to a field goal here,
It keeps it a two-score
possession
game.
game.
Yeah.
Come on.
From the 17.
Now this is interesting. I do not.
For fuck's sake.
Get the ball thrown to him. You don't play two-man with a guy under and a guy on top because he'll throw back shoulder. To me, you in and out him. Put a guy outside.
What the fuck?
He's on his feet now, and
he'll be done.
What the fuck is going on?
For the game, for
no
sure.
question. Particularly given the recent history.
Yes, that could be a little bit longer now.
I have no idea. My stream's going fucking shit. Johnson.
Well, they're taking, as they
it
should,
looks like concussion.
Evan Johnson into the locker room and just going to
That's fucking irritating.
The blue tent, take him to the locker room. Irvin's been a contributor on the return game today for the Texans. He's had a couple 30-plus returns. This one right from the goal line. Third-year man out of San Jose State. That's another 30-yard run back. Brought down by Matthew Slater and others. Gino Grissom. And this for Deshaun Watson, if he can continue the momentum that they gained on the last possession, they can make things interesting here before it's over.
Absolutely. They ran it though, right? Didn't they pound it right at him?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to completely go away from the run here.
Ran it 7 of 10 plays the last time.
Yeah, but the problem is you can't take 7 minutes right here, you know? You got to kind of go.
Across the middle, they go for 9 to Hopkins.
It's a classic example of New England saying, we're not going to let you run that play again. You ran over and over again in the last drive.
Hopkins 6 catches for 64. Had 96 receptions a year ago, first team All-Pro.
Ooh, get up, quick handoff, right to the left.
There it is, Tony. All kinds of space for Miller.
No, play fast, Houston needs to play fast.
Miller for 10. Watson said that.
Get up on the ball again.
Said that Miller had fresh legs when we asked him about Lamar Miller.
Yeah.
Miller up to 97 yards on the game.
Looks good.
I do think Jimmy G is going to be a one-hit wonder.
Had some 100-yard scrimmage games, was in the passing game helping out, but not rushing. Empty backfield, first down. Watson didn't get rid of it, and a flag is out. It was Flowers to get to him first.
This is just outstanding by Flowers. I mean, he probably gets a penalty, and he still makes the sack.
A loss of 7.
Holding. Offense number 70.
Yes, Jimmy G! Go, Jimmy G!
Second
You
down.
don't even know who it is to stop.
Davenport.
Yeah, he already swerved Davenport before that and got around him on the edge. And look, he almost tried to get that ball. He's outstanding. He's the most underrated player maybe in the NFL on defense. Trey Flowers really is an outstanding defensive football player.
And again, led the Patriots in sacks the last 2 years. So 2nd and 17. Watson extending the play, sideline. What a catch. That's Akins for 9. Remember, with Henderson going out early in this game at right tackle, the catch by the rookie out of Central Florida.
Don't worry, she's reading the
their
shots.
left tackle for the majority of this game to the right side, number 70, and bring in the rookie Martinez Rankin to the left side.
Yeah, they did, and he's got Deshaun, you're behind the guard. There you go, get behind the center.
Got to be 4-down territory, you think?
I think so. It's really close right now, but this is why if you're throwing a screen here, you're going, oh my goodness.
Hopkins trying to get the edge on the other side. McCourty is there, though, and all of that for no gain.
You got to punt it now. I mean, you're hoping to get 5 yards, so you can go for it, but now it's 4th and 9.
And they bring the punter out.
If you're calling this play, you're hoping to get 5, maybe get the first down, and you can get into a manageable
To be
situation.
fair, Hopkins saw that there was that tail.
4th and 9. They should be up here punting.
They're going to punt it with half a quarter to go.
Yeah, but don't take your time. Punt it.
No kidding.
It should be the hurry-up punt. Save 10 seconds.
Fair catch. McCarron at the 12. 7 minutes and change to go.
Oh, he's the best safety in the game.
Are you trying to get
Yeah,
your
simple.
GED? Yes. If you don't pass that test, you do not pass this class. Yes. I I failed, but I'm gonna take it again.
Night school is about second chances.
Teddy, focus.
What's the square root of 81?
What? Ow! I definitely didn't pass that one. I failed again.
Teddy, you're clinically dumb.
What?
There's no cure for what you have.
I got learning herpes?
There's no such thing as learning herpes.
What's the capital of Belgium? Waffles? What?
Rated PG-13.
Lemonade. I'll take a cup. I got this, kids. 1 cup of lemonade. Thanks. Time to pack up. Let's go, kids. Thank you.
NFL Sunday Ticket. Get every live game every Sunday and no extra charge when you switch to DirecTV. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
If you've ever needed more capacity, more features, and more for your hard-earned dollar, the time has never been more right. Get guaranteed lowest prices, up to 40% off top brands like this Maytag refrigerator. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Classic, what a steal. Steal. That's a heist. Put this on. Disguise.
I don't think I can eat in there.
It's all part of the plan, my friend.
Get a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or a sling of flesh tots for $2.99. Try it today.
That's me, Thomas Magna. I'm a private investigator. A friend of mine was kidnapped and murdered this morning.
You're gonna get these guys, right?
You bet. Magnum?
Magnum. Let's go. You may want to close your eyes.
Sure you don't want to go?
I'd rather not watch you get eaten by a shark today.
Magnum PI. Premiere CBS Monday, September 24th.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't been on it in ages, so I don't know what
The
it is.
NFL on CBS is sponsored by Universal Pictures Night School in theaters September 28th. Progressive Insurance, handing off big savings to you. And by Sonic. This is how you Sonic.
The Old Union Oyster House. National Historic Landmark designated as the oldest restaurant with continuous service in the nation.
This theater has done multiple times.
7 minutes to go at Gillette. Burkhead doing a lot of work. He's got one. Let's go to Trace.
Jim, it's been just over a year since Hurricane Harvey hit Houston and J.J. Watt began his relief efforts. Since then, he has raised an astounding $41.6 million. They've shared that with 8 different charities. He also received in May an honorary doctorate from Baylor College of Medicine. Guys, I think you got to call him Dr. Watt now.
He's just a tremendous humanitarian. There he is, getting to Brady, and helped out in the end by Reeder. He's having
J.J. Watt
a
with the
big
sack.
second half.
Well, at least half a sack.
Not only
Anyway.
a doctor, he can play football. Look at this. A great get off, gets the edge on Waddle, and wraps up Brady. And there he is, up and finished the job.
Reeder, Peyton Man of the Year.
Wow. He's had a long, hard road these last few years. Hasn't been healthy in a long time.
He's so excited last night to get back over the field. It's everything to show everyone what he's been working on. Healthiest he's felt since 2015 season. 3rd and 13. Got a hold. Texans have to stop him, and they do.
That was big. Okay, still have a football game.
About 10 of it, but they needed 13.
Boy, they had a hole there, too.
Texans special teams can come up with something here. Brad Seeley, their new special teams coach, who has certainly a big New England background. Special teams coach here from 99 through 08. Irvin, Ebner waiting for him. Ebner gets a hand on him, brings him down. 5:17 to play. That was a 55-yard punt. Texans last stand coming up.
Rated T for teens.
save big. But now it's time to find my dream abode.
Right away, I could tell his priorities were a little unorthodox.
Keep going. Stop. A little bit down. Stop. Back up again. Is this adequate sunlight for a Komodo dragon?
Yeah.
Sure, I want that discount on car insurance just for owning a home, but I'm not compromising.
You're taking a shower?
Modern French's crucial, Scott. It's like they say, location, location, koi pond.
They don't say that.
Barkeep, Bud Lights for everyone.
Actually, I prefer a nice mead.
Barkeep, Bud Lights for everyone and a mead.
Is it autumnal?
Bud Lights for everyone and one autumnal mead.
Is it malty and full-bodied? Because I like malt.
Cancel that mead.
Bud Light, for the many, not the few.
This one looks empty. What do you think?
Dude, stop. What? You got a ring. What are we supposed to do?
Tell you what I'd do. I'd start running.
That's maybe just
Now, gentlemen, hustle!
Does your doorbell do that? Ours does. Get tough on crime with the Ring Video Doorbell. Keep your home and your neighborhood safe. Available at ring.com.
2 separate attacks, but we have no reason to believe that this is over.
This is the FBI!
Put your holding underneath. FBI, September 25th.
I'm glad I didn't start him this week.
5-17 on the
No,
road, down 2
they're against the Browns, which is strange.
As far as schematic
But
here on
same
this
with Browns'
track.
defense
I
is
would
the
like
defense.
to see if I'm a
So,
Texans fan, just a touchdown.
well, how many? Hold on.
Possibly a fast
He has 17 with
Oh, you want to know how to do
2-0 and he won't pass the touchdown though.
I still want to block him out. I want to, right here, this is where I would fake the handoff, but gosh, Mingman's got to have it, and then throw behind him.
Thought about it. Throw fake incomplete.
He was open, too. Just short arm that one a little bit. Come out of his hands a little bit off. Watson with a rough afternoon.
You think watching this game, you could build an argument that maybe, I'm not saying it's just the Texans, but looking around the league, maybe some players needed more snaps during the preseason.
100%. I'm completely against guys sitting out preseason. I've seen it too many times, and I know the way I felt.
2nd and 10, they run it. Miller.
Fitzpatrick, the starting quarterback for Browns.
After a gain of, they give him 2 or 3. They give him 3, he's got his 100.
I was wondering where he ended up.
Gave him 2. So 3rd and 8.
What?
Here we go, 3rd and 8. This ball's got to start to go down the field. Yeah, it's easier to do on 2nd down than it is on 3rd. I wonder if they're going to double Hopkins again.
Time. Pass. Knocked down. Knocked down by Jonathan Jones.
I thought Winston was fucking... But you see, Ryan Fitzpatrick is a good quarterback. The problem is what he was facing with the Bills.
Well, Ellington
He
was
just
open
wasn't
5 steps before that. I mean, I just want Watson so far
used
just waiting
correctly.
on everything to get open.
Too many changes in...
It's just got to be moving.
4:41 to go.
In personnel as well was the issue with them.
Yeah, that's... I'd be going for this right now. To me, this is the point in the game where it's 4th and 8, and going for it. Just
what?
Ball back, it's going to be down under 2 minutes, or you got to use your timeouts now.
Oh, that's what the Texans needed, but it's recovered by the Patriots.
Come on, they almost got it. Oh, look at
maybe in the scrum here that may have switched hands.
So far, that's the thing. So far,
they got it.
Oh, they got it.
I told you, Jim. You put the ball there.
Put in that situation. Don't even think about going for it.
Unbelievable.
That's the former Patriot, Bottomosi.
I can't hear you, Aaron.
Look at underneath.
McCarron didn't.
What's wrong with you?
When the Patriots played every game last year, it hits McCarron in the face guard, and it's recovered by the Texans.
Okay.
JJ says, let's go.
There's life. These Texans.
Why would you even think about going for it back at your own 35?
Never go for it.
Come on, Hopkins,
So use
touchdown
Hopkins
pass.
here. One-on-one down at the bottom. Just throw a touchdown. Throw back shoulder right to the end zone right now.
That's Ellington. You circle. He's got Rowe on him. Instead, they're going to run it with Miller. He's going to lose a yard.
Oh, what? You're one-on-one. Let him.
You saw an opportunity there.
I see an opportunity if you're right now, just use it. Watch. Hopkins is double team. Run him through and run something here. Watch what happens as you watch this. Hopkins takes two guys out of the play. It's wide open in there. Use that. Same thing down here. Run him off, and you got Ellington with the whole field at the bottom.
2nd and 11. 4 minutes to go. Patriots rush 4. And Watson. He's going to take off with it. They got a flag out.
This has to be holding on the defense. Hopkins tried taking off to the end zone, and I don't think Gilmore let go of him.
Deshaun scrambled for 7.
Problem is when the quarterback runs.
That's the fucking problem.
They allow you to get your hands on the player. Let's see here. They're trying to determine when the hold or the contact is made.
Holding. Offense number 24. 10-yard penalty. Repeat. 2nd down.
The only problem with that is
there's no 24 on offense.
Is Jonathan Joseph.
24 on defense.
Must have held somebody
Gilmore.
on the sideline.
Come on, he can't say 24 on offense. There's 24. There's the hold on 24 on defense.
There you go. Okay.
I saw that when he started running. Well, let's see. Are they going to move the ball backwards or forwards? Excuse me. Sorry. I don't want to listen again.
The holding is on the defense. A 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play and an automatic 1st down.
There you go.
Got to pick up on those numbers, Jim. Look at Belichick. What happened to 24 on offense?
Yeah.
I heard 24 on offense.
I saw Joseph over on the sideline holding somebody. They spot the ball at the 5 with 3:50 to go. There's the first Patriot penalty of the 2nd half, and now whistle by the play.
Offense number 4. 5-yard penalty remains 1st down.
I forgot it was on 2. As a young quarterback, you say set hot.
To be fair,
when the first one doesn't come,
Gilmore was holding.
He's like, that was on me. Stay in it mentally right now. Nothing else matters. 2-score game. Score right now. You got 3 timeouts. You'll get another opportunity.
Give that guy an opportunity to make a play too. Of meaning, if you find the end zone on this trip. Back at the 10, 1st and goal.
Ton of space to the bottom of the screen, these two guys. Stay over here.
He's looking that way. In the pocket. Scrambles. Down to the 4, down to the 2.
Oh, you're going to look. There's only 2 guys on defense.
He
on
did,
the left
but
side
like,
of the screen.
still. Didn't matter because they got a fucking false start anyway, so they came back to where they originally were. They went up 5 yards and then come back 5 yards straight away.
Out of the gun. 2nd and goal.
See, New England doesn't want you to run the ball. They put all these guys right here and say, we want you to throw it. We're not going to let you just take the dive and keep the quarterback key. You got to throw it to beat him.
Watson looking for options. Throws, and it's off the ground, incomplete.
Come on, man.
Stop the clock on the incompletion. 3:02 to play.
So the difference is they rushed 3 guys there. New England rushes 3. Earlier, Brady stood there for 10 seconds. This time, Watson.
Patriots have a 1. It's just going to come.
More pressure for himself.
It's just going to come to a much closer game. That's probably what's going to happen. But things, Texans have to get in the end zone. And the Patriots are one of the best teams to stop that.
At the bottom of the screen.
On defense, that's what happened.
3 of those guys are going to rush. Everyone else will drop out. Stay there. Stay there. There you go.
Watson floats it, and it's incomplete. Too high for Griffin.
You go for it or you take the field goal? Me, I'd go first because you have good defense. If you don't get it, defense could force the safety, hopefully.
In the near side end zone.
Holding. Defense number 24. This penalty will be assessed half the distance to the goal and an automatic
First down. So they have. That's actually decent for the Texans because now they have four more chances to get in the end zone.
You got him doubled.
4 receivers to the right, first and goal.
They have Hopkins at the bottom. 1-on-1. Don't just throw the ball.
And Watson, that was not a pretty play at all.
Watson, if he threw the ball even over the head and leave Hopkins try and jump and get it,
look at this. You
would have
can't
been
run
better.
the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 5 offensive linemen. Hopkins is one-on-one. You've been waiting the whole game. Just signal a slant. Just a fade.
You also might want to operate here with a little more intensity as the clock is winding down and you're down 2 touchdowns. Martin to snap it back. Gun time. Shotgun.
You need to speed this up. If I was the head coach, I'd say Watson out right now and fucking put someone else in there. Well, Brandon Whedon is actually.
Middle, it's caught for the touchdown. That's Ellington.
Ellington has been open a lot in this game, and he finally gets the ball out of his hands quickly on a good, almost pickish type play. Watch, he'll go up, he'll come under. Right there.
I'm shocked that he didn't try and sign with a different team.
Watson got the ball out of his hands quickly. Touchdown. Right there. Open, open. Boom.
Houston scores with 2:08 to go. Remember, they have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning still to come. And they'll bring out Fairbairn to try to trim it to 7.
I don't know.
And it's a 7-point lead now for New England off the McCarron fumble. Houston able
It took Houston too long to get down there. All the Patriots have to do initially sit on that ball and drop done.
Boy, it looked like he had recovery there. Didn't realize the football was right underneath it, and Bonomosi was aware of it. A little flick of the wrist and a touchdown toss by Deshaun Watson.
He knows he's in this right here. He knows he's had a rough game. He feels good about the touchdown, but he knows he hasn't played up to his standard. But he's going to be fine. You just got to keep learning, keep playing. But that was a big drive. They're not out of this.
77 straight wins at home when leading by 10 or more at halftime. And that's the longest streak in NFL history.
So almost everybody kicks it deep here. And it's just you have 3 timeouts, you got the 2-minute warning, you got everything. Part of me wonders though, how many times have we watched Tom Brady get this ball and get a first down? He just gets a first down. You never get your offense back.
It won't be a tie.
I mean, like, okay.
I can tell you right now, it won't be a tie.
I mean, this would be the one time you would do it against this team in this situation.
Go ahead and
Patriots will either win or lose, and I don't see them losing.
Brady coming out with 2:08 to play.
So now with 2:08, I am literally putting 10 guys down there and saying, you're not going to run the ball. They're still going to run it, right? But if you want to, give them a chance to get 15 yards. Just make them throw the ball outside, and it doesn't matter because when you tackle them, it's a first down, still the 2-minute warning, you still have plenty of time. To me, I would not be in a position, like, look at these safeties deep. I just get them down there. Get down there. Do not let them run this football. Get on the edge. Get over here.
Hand off Burkhead for 2. And we're at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go in what's suddenly become a compelling game at Gillette.
Hey, what do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip-hop. Reggaeton.
EDM.
What
about bubble trance? Bubble what? Bubble trance. It's a thing.
Oh, my point is everyone's got different tastes. That's why Verizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans so everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. And right now, the whole family can get 6 months of free Apple Music on Verizon. Oh. So let's play that reggaeton. Old school reggaeton, not the new stuff.
Get 45 million songs with 6 months free Apple Music on us, only on Verizon. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy J3V.
What do you mean it's not working out, Craig? I mean, I just introduced you to my parents.
Psst, Craig and Sheila broke up. What? Really? Craig and Sheila broke up? No, Craig and Sheila broke up. Craig and Sheila broke up.
Craig and Sheila. As long as office gossip travels fast, you can count on Geico saving folks money.
Craig and Sheila broke up. What?
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
What's inside? A moment of joy. A source of inspiration. An act of kindness. What will it bring? An old friend. A new beginning. Some welcome relief. Or a cause for celebration. The help you've been looking for. What's inside?
No, it's not. It's a live stream. Fucking disgusting.
Possibilities. What we deliver by delivering.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon. Now go mix and match family unlimited plans. And by FedEx. Possibilities. What we deliver by delivering.
We come out of the 2-minute warning. Houston has 3 timeouts. Brady has Devlin flanking in out of the shotgun on 2nd and 8. And now trying to get away from pressure. Throws the pass for a first down. It's Devlin.
How many times have we seen it? You give the ball back, you never touch it again in your offense. Tom Brady, with the patience at this point in the game, not to throw that ball away, to move, slide, and then throw it to a guy who's covered, who's a fullback. That's outstanding.
Timeout called by Houston. How many teams come out at 2nd and 8?
Nobody.
Shotgun with a fullback lined up alongside. You know they're not going to hand it to
You know, they basically told you we're not going to hand this ball off. Fullbacks in the backfield.
So all Patriot faithful. A little tension here as Houston trimmed this game to 7 with 2:08 to play, but Brady able to pick up a first down with 1:49 to go. Texans 2 timeouts. That's Burkhead.
Now the Texans are all down there. Now you're making them throw it.
Second timeout called by Houston. 1:44 to play, and again the State Farm post-game show is directly after the game. JB and all the guys in the studio. Latest scores and highlights coming up. The State Farm post-game show.
Here it is. Another 2nd and 8 or 9. They just threw it on the last one. To me, I expect a screen outside to a wide receiver or a handoff. They're not going to drop him back like last time.
You run it, you're going to force Houston to take its last time out.
You're going to throw a screen or you're going to run this football. There's nothing else.
You're going to run it for He's got an opening, and he's within a first. And there's Houston's last time out at the 139 mark. And now you'll have an interesting play call on both sides with 3rd and a long 2.
All-out pressure from Houston. New England, you got to throw the football with a safe throw, something that gets the ball out of your quarterback's hands quickly. They could also do the exact same play they just ran and basically say, we're going to get this first down, but we also are going to make them have to go 90 yards with no timeouts under a minute, which is very difficult as well. Here comes the same play call.
3rd and 2. First down finishes the game. Burkhead He is tripped up short of the first as Jackson came up to take his legs away.
Fourth down.
Well done right there by Houston. Sold out. See the free safety?
Oh, it was Jackson who ran into Devlin. It was Devlin who actually tackled his own teammate.
And by the way, that's the free safety who's usually sitting back in the middle of the field. Kareem Jackson decided to sell out and give up his responsibility, and that's the difference between stopping it sometimes in these situations. Now, New England should not punt this ball before 2 seconds. One on the play clock. Oh, punt block. Are they going to bring him in from the outside? Yep, here they come in.
Timeout called by Belichick at 51 seconds.
51 seconds left.
Well, you've seen some uncharacteristic mistakes by the Patriots in this game. Muffing a punt, Gronkowski's first fumble of his career, lost at home. First one overall by Gronk in 6 years.
Brady tip ball coming out.
3 giveaways and all with that one.
Yep, I mean, that's why Houston's in this game, because they've been outplayed. New England has definitely been the better football team today, no question. But you have a chance right here. The big key, you know, they're going to try and come after him a little bit, but this punt block to get it out fast. You cannot punt this ball low and give him a chance to return this. You're either punting it high or you're putting it out of bounds.
Tyler Irvin is staying.
I'll punt it high and use up more time. Never mind putting it once out of bounds.
Gets it away with no trouble. And ball bounces at the 2.
Oh! At the 1. 29 yards in 43 seconds. Can they do it? Nope.
Cannot return that.
54 yards down inside of the 1. And we had a camera on the spot.
Fucking beautiful because the Vikings are my defense.
Inside the
my fancy team.
Matthew Slater runs over and says, "That's how I've been doing it my whole career. I've gone to the Pro Bowl 6 or 7 or 8 or 100 times."
43 seconds.
Bonus coverage of this game coming up when this one ends. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, gotten tight. Season 99, and Houston needs 99 yards. And that pass incomplete, broken up by Eric Rowe.
38 seconds. Eric Rowe is actually becoming a good corner. Now, he's not a number 1 corner. He's a good, solid number 3.
Throw this ball underneath 10 yards. I mean, everything has to be in the
or even 2 stretches.
On the outside, but there are windows right here and right here on the outside by the numbers.
Hopkins, throw it.
Now launches down the field.
Fucking! Oh Jesus! How the fuck did not you didn't catch that?
By Harmon. Hopkins had the catch, but the second Patriot coming in jarred the ball loose.
Oh, it's the first game now, Matthew. Hold on.
So it's not going to be a spot ball.
Yeah, it's not going to be a 40-yard pickup like this would have been with a catch.
Face mask. Head to head.
Personal foul. Yes. Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 21.
So what?
Hit on the defenseless player. 15-yard penalty will be enforced from where the ball was snapped and an automatic first down.
Yeah, all of that, and it's going to just bring the football out to the 16.
It's brought to 16. It's not a big deal. They're at the 25-yard, or no, they're not. They're at 16-yard line. They have 30 seconds to go up the field. That's not a big deal.
Clock it with about 15 seconds. Then you throw the next one about 10, 15 yards out of bounds, and then you throw a Hail Mary. He's got to throw this ball right up in these windows on either side of the field.
Looking that way, but no, it's middle of the field.
Get up, snap it. Incomplete.
It would have been down to maybe by the time you reset.
If that penalty hurt, it would have had him up halfway points, I think. Those little penalties at this stage of the game will not hurt the Patriots one bit. It's anything further up, yeah, it will.
Same thing. This time just throw it a hair sooner. Let him get that ball. Get tackled around the 40. Right up these seams or him coming in. Either way, it's the same spot.
Sideline and out of bounds.
All right, Hopkins, that's good.
Nifty footwork, but he's only out to the 30 with 14 seconds to go. At this point, you're just hoping to do something that gives you one chance to throw it in the end zone.
Same play. Yep. Get up here and run the same play.
I went for 14.
What are you doing? Come on.
Let him out of bounds here. This one's about keeping him in bounds.
Keep him in bounds, the game is over.
They're rushing 3. Run out. Alright.
5 seconds to go.
Okay.
They're at their own 45-yard line. They have nothing else to do but throw Hail Mary. They ain't winning this game, not one bit.
And look who's coming in for defensive purposes, Gronkowski.
They're putting fuck's sake. They're putting Gronkowski in the end zone. What the fuck? Here. What the fuck?
Here's Dion Lewis again. Trying to find an opening. Gets across the 20 up to the 23-yard line.
Here. The stream I was watching decided to put on the fucking Miami Dolphins game.
And it's knocked down. The game is over. New England's going to take it.
Yeah, Patriots win. We already knew that.
That was Jason McCourty who knocked it down to end it. And look at Watson's trying to stretch out his right leg. He may have been a little bit hampered on that last play. 27-20 Patriots. For Tony and Tracy and all the crew, Jim Nance saying so long from New England. Bonus coverage coming up. Let's go to James Brown in New York.
All right, Jim Nance. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, Pittsburgh had been up 21-7.
All right, let's see this Steelers game.
1:48 left in regular.
Right, so that's wrapping up the stream. I will be back again next week. Also, if you're interested in wrestling, do subscribe. If you don't have a YouTube account, go make one. Subscribe to the channel. I will be doing this again next week, so stay tuned for that. Guys, thanks for tuning in for the stream. Matthew, especially you, you've been golden in the comments. But guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!